Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp Series ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে PowerUp সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে দুটি প্রাইজ পুল সহ দুটি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ দুটি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের দুটি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Hello guys, how are you all doing? I am Faxer and I welcome you all to the round 1 match number 2 of ESPL Invitational Cup Series 5 as LRX goes up against GSC Headhunters. The map picks have come in as GSC Headhunters picks as LRX picked the first map of Ascent, while the second map pick is gonna go for GSC Headhunters, which is gonna be Bind, and the decider map is Icebox. I have with me today Kirito as my sidecaster. Say hi, Kirito.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be here. How are you doing, Faxer?
I'm doing good.
Well, I think just a little note. I think you made a little mistake there. I think it's the other way around in the map picks. I think GSC picked Ascent and LRX picked Bind. So okay, it happens. But speaking of the ESPL, there are some facts I want the viewers to know about ESPL before we go into the match. Is that ESPL is a global esports network and tournament platform provider with the goal of elevating players from casual to esports champions. Starting 2021 with a bang, ESPL's hope is to grow Valorant esports talent across Southeast Asia throughout the PowerUp series. Visit espl.gg/Bangladesh for more tournaments like this and fun esports content. We're currently live streaming on ESPL Bangladesh Facebook and YouTube channels as well as BongoBD.com. Organizers, Esports Players League, ESPL, and country partner is BongoBD. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the Invitationals, which is basically the big leagues of ESPL. And we're in the upper brackets, round one, match two between two giants of our country. It is LRX Esports and GSC Headhunters. So, I mean, these two have faced each other so many times before, and these two are really similar in play style wise. They're both really aggressive. They both get frags. They win gunfights, and they're heavily dependent on their aggression in taking the sides, especially players like Lunatic and Mock from both sides. We see Aesop also playing really well with the Jets sometimes. So a lot of pressure and dependency on the fraggers today. And LRX on their side, they aren't like super dependent on duelists specifically. They do play well with the support characters as well. Everyone on LRX is overall a self-sufficient fragger. So that's something GSC really have to look have a keep an eye on. And on the other side, we do see GSC playing on their own map, Ascent, which is actually, I mean, I think LRX are also pretty strong in that map. But GSC having that advantage going into the defensive half earlier, I think their target should be taking as many rounds as they can at the beginning. So we already see the agent lineups in the screen. We're going to see the basic lineups coming in from both sides, a controller, a couple of duelists, initiators, and sentinels. We're going to see the difference between the teams actually being that Sasuke and Experiment 52, they're going for the Killjoys and Cyphers respectively. So, I mean, both agents have their advantages and disadvantages. I do prefer a little bit of Killjoy in certain maps. I do like Cypher in a couple of maps. So this could be a map-wise selection. So what do you think about these agent lineups, Flexer? Who has
Well,
a
I
better
think
chance?
the Killjoy pick is basically coming up for those Killjoy ults. It's just so easy to retake and execute sides when you have that Killjoy ult on your side. But on the other hand, with Cypher, you can hold those flanks so very well, and you can have that map control all over the round. Now, coming on to the pick of Envious picking up Phoenix, we have seen in the past Envious just playing with Reyna in every map, but now he's now opting for that Phoenix pick. I think he just wants a little versatility in his play, because you got the Molly and you got the flash from Phoenix, which can help your team so much. And as we can see, the round has started.
Ooh.
and an A execute is coming up from LRX, as two of the players from LRX is gonna get taken down anyways, as Sasuke gets two of them. Savage with another one onto GJ. Envious with the trade onto Savage. And Morgan is just gonna clean them up, as the first round goes to GSC Headhunters.
Oh, that was a quick round indeed. And a little short note to our viewers and gentlemen. The player GJJ or whatever the name is, it is actually Lunatic. He's playing in a new account. Everything's all cleared up by the admin, so there's no restrictions and no issues or anything. So he's playing on a different name for now. He has to change the name later. But
I was really
good,
confused while doing that.
to mention that too, my bad. But good defensive round coming out of GSC. They have that rally advantage now. Those gun rounds in their favor. They have those specters, which will be really crucial in these short angles of Ascent. And immediately we're going to see LRX trying to go for a different approach, trying to go towards this mid region. And they are kind of all over the place right now. We see a couple of players going B. The drone coming out from Savage is going to detect a couple of players on this catwalk. Now they are really aware that this mid push can be really detrimental. Savage trying to go for a peek, but they know Gojin is close. So he's going to try and deny this push with the shock darts. And LRX, I think they need to recover, since this is an eco for them, all pistols in their hands. We do say a shorty for Hermione, but not sure what that's going to do in these long ranges. He has to really get up close and personal. Experiment 52 has taken the shorty, actually. He has changed the weapons, and he is in a good position. He can potentially take out Mock playing the Reyna. So we're gonna see, almost the first frag going down, but Savage gets the first frag onto Kyojin. Another player is low, the Sova for LRX Hermione, quite low in HP. Experiment 52 is just gonna trade onto Mock. He's trying to push into the side. He does pick up a Spectre. And Sasuke with another trade onto Hermione. Experiment 52 dodging the paranoia, taking down Elias, but we see Lunatic with the trade. It's a 2v3. The bomb is under control from the side of GSC in this mid region. We're going to see the players trying to rotate, trying to take this bomb. 30 seconds left on the clock. They really have to be quick. Sasuke peeks and lands in the dome, but he does get headshotted too. We're going to see Savage with a good recon. We're going to see NVS gonna take him out, but the trade game playing in favor of GSC, having that early man advantage, allowed them to go for the trade plays and still have a couple of players before the round ended. So we're going to see 2 rounds going quick succession in favor of GSC. And they will now be in the one. They're now this one sort of in the disadvantage, considering that LRX are gonna be going for that buy round. They're gonna have those rifles in the hands, and they're gonna play a lot more aggressively in their usual play style. So GSC really have to be careful in this round to sort of keep this streak going.
Yeah, well, LRX almost got that round after Experiment just getting that frag onto Mok and getting that Spectre. But in the end, GSC just stood firm onto mid with the spike and got the round for themselves. As we can see, the Sova drone coming out and Kyojin just following it over at A side. Mok is gonna break that drone. And now we're at a standstill over at A main. Mok just trying to
Mok.
lurk up over at Mok with the judge. Gets the ultimate of Envious, but gets taken down by Hermione. The rotation has come in, but they're not committing to the side. They're just gonna fall back, they're gonna take the orb and try to fall back and rotate over at B. I think some mid control is about to go down from Hermione and his darts, while Experiment and Lunatic is gonna rotate over to B main, but Kyojin is gonna stay over at A main, trying to see any late pushes coming in from GSC Headhunters. Well, we can see Lunatic and Envious is gonna try to lurk up at mid, where Ilias is gonna hold that angle over at them, and the gunfight is gonna be taken down. Ilias with the paranoia, what are you doing? This knife comes out from him. I don't know what happened there, but Envious is gonna take him down nonetheless, as he is gonna push through heaven, but he's gonna get punished for it, as Kyojin with the trade coming out on Savage. It's a 4v2 situation in favor of LRX right now, as Sasuke taking down Experiment. It's a 1v3 now. Will he be able to get it down? As he has a Vandal in his hand and 125 HP. He also has that ult. He has the first one down. And he's trying to trade him. Just fall back though. They're just scared right now. They're just holding that post-plan angle. The dart comes out but does not spot him. I don't think he's gonna use that ult in his favor this round. And it's very unlikely. Takes Hermione down but gets traded out by Lunatic. Nice round coming out.
I love that LRX Steam play. You see that smoke. That seemed like a normal heaven smoke, but if you look carefully, we saw Lunatic hiding behind the smoke. That was sort of a one-way for him, and basically Hermione was standing as a bait because obviously he was the easier target there. And as Sasuke dropped down, he saw Hermione. He's going for the headshot. He did see the feet of Lunatic, but the one-way smoke provided more information for him, and he automatically started firing as soon as he saw the feet. He calculated where the head was. And that's a level of team play coming out of LRX. Despite being really aggressive, they do have some tactical plays that are really hard to counter. And GSC, despite them having that fragging capability also, they really need to work on how to counter these attacking sides. We see a lot of dependency on the Killjoy from Sasuke. But oh, that shot that was really good coming out of Hermione, destroying that Killjoy utility, giving them ground to push on. But they're gonna be falling back towards mid. Savage, he's gonna spot out this spot of the players, rotating towards mid. That's going to give a lot of information, but so far they're not really aggressing GSC. Savage did get detected by Hermione's recon. So things have come to a standstill. There's still a lot of time. 1 minute left on the clock. Aesop has an operator. Beware. So this is going to be really, really interesting to see how this round goes down. Aesop is so good with that too. Sasuke also has that Killjoy ultimate, so the retake shouldn't be that difficult for them. It all comes down to who gets this first frag, since both teams are really dependent on these trades. Look at the positioning from these players. If there's one player who's dying, you can be pretty sure that someone else is going to take his place and immediately try and take out the person who killed him. LRX do have the same strategy going in. We're going to see a recon coming out of Hermione, clearing out trees, and that's going to allow NVS to push. And they're trying to take the side, but there is a good defense setup. We're going to see Sasuke getting the first frag on Kyojin. Aesop missing his off shot, but doesn't miss the second one. Trade coming in from NVS, 4v2. 4v3, my bad. NVS getting a second frag on Elias. The judge coming in, Experiment 52 with the frag onto Mok, making this 2v3. And the Killjoy ultimate is being popped. The bomb plan yet to go down. 7 seconds left. They have to be hurried. But I don't think they can get out of this lockdown. After India is getting a triple kill, but can they make it out? I think at least two players are going to be detected. So detain, my bad. Envious is going to have to try to heal. Sasuke has to find these frags quick. He does get one. It's a 1v2 now as a player Hermione. He's going to be released from his detain. And both players holding these positions. The flash is ready for Envious. He's ready to peek in any moment. He knows that it's a fake. As the second one comes in, a flash, and he doesn't peek. They're just toying with him, and then Hermione peeking. The level of team play coming from this side. I mean, you could have been. I mean, most players would have been like, okay, a flash coming out of NVS. He's the one who's gonna peek, right? That's not what happened there. Hermione peeked.
Exactly, such level of patience from Envious. I have never seen him playing like that, so passive. I just seen him running up with Rain and getting those frags, but Envious playing it very smart and waiting for his teammate to just get not detained and my bad, get out of the detainment, and then he can just flash, and Hermione just peeks him over at short and takes him down. As we move on to the 5th round, the drone comes down from Hermione as NVS is trying to follow that drone, getting some information. Does spot out Savage though, but the drone gets taken down. The Molly comes out to clear the angle over at Logs. While Kyojin is gonna pop those knives. He's gonna miss the shot. Sasuke taking him down. The trades come though as Experiment and Hermione is gonna get those frags for trading them. But NBS is just pushing and it takes Savage down while Hermione takes down Mog. It's a 1v5 for Elias right now. It's a 1v4 for Elias right now with the Bucky, but there's no chance as NBS will take him down. Nice round coming out from LRX. They knew that there was an eco, and they just went in and just decimated GSC over the B side.
A really fast push coming out of the side of LRX, and the in the recons and droning coming out of Hermione, giving so much information to his teammates, allowing them to push in. We do see Kyojin dash into the side, missing those knives, but NVS and Hermione, they're really feeling themselves, getting those crucial frags and the trades in. So they're still having that advantage, the 3-2 the score, and having that gun advantage too. But this is a buy round for GSC. And they're all stacked outside A. Mog does hear that drone, and he's gonna fall back, try to stay undetected. We do see the drone getting taken down by Elias. So they know that one player is here, but Mog, he's right next to it and stands in front of Kyojin getting the frag. He was right in front of NBS. The Cypher ultimate gonna come in. And Lunatic getting a frag onto Ace up from heaven. I think he teleported there with his ultimate. I'm not sure. It appears that he did. So we're gonna see him getting a frag immediately, making this a 3v4. So much difficult for GSC in this retake, but they do have some information agents to play with. But I'm not sure if they want to commit to this. I think they're gonna try and save. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Going to mid, try and save these guns because they are now gonna have to go into an eco if they lose this match, and they'd rather keep those guns. Even though it's gonna be a 4-2 scoreline, having those weapons does give them a better chance at trying for a comeback and having some momentum in those next round. I think players from LRX realize that they're falling out of the site, and they can try and go for the hunt for these players to do the extra economic damage. And I think Lunatic's just spraying his gun. He's like, where are you guys? Come out. Let's finish this round. And we're gonna see some spams through the wall, but no frags are gonna be taken. 4-2 the score. And GSC in a really tough spot. They need to recover their economy. That should be their first priority. Get some guns in their hands, get those frags. LRX, despite having a really good advantage in some of these rounds, a good defensive setup, GSC, they aren't able to get those frags, and they're ending up in these man disadvantaged situations where they can't get the trades. So they should really focus on that, and hopefully that's going to change in these next few rounds.
That was a very damaging round for GSC as they lost the AWP, which HSOP had picked up, but I don't know why Kyojin didn't pick it up. I just think LRX isn't looking for those passive plays where they need the AWP, as they're gonna go.
A lot of teams prefer to use the on defense.
Yeah, exactly. Stack up over at B main as Kyojin is gonna use the dash to get it in, but Savage and Sasuke, the crossfire setup is just too much for LRX to handle right now. As Kyojin also gets taken down. It's a 2v4 situation, 2v5 situation in favor of GSC right now, as Hermione and Experiment is trying to get the plant down. Hermione takes 2 of them down, but Elias is gonna get the trick onto Experiment. It's a 1v3 for him, and he's gonna get spammed down after getting spotted by the drone. What a round coming in from GSC. I thought LRX might have won that round, but if they could have gotten those trades at in the first place, but the crossfire setup from Savage and Sasuke was just too hot for them to handle.
This is exactly how GSC need to play against a team like this. They need to have those trade setups. They need to have these crossfire setups. Because if you go on 1v1s, even if you win that 1v1, which is going to be difficult on its own, there will be a player from LRX to trade you in. LRX never go alone. They have at least one player behind. So if you kill one player, you immediately have this sense of safety in your mind. Okay, I got one kill. I shouldn't be sort of safe now. But the trades are gonna come in. LRX are gonna peek as soon as one of the players go down. Even if you miss a shot, even if you don't get a kill, they will double peek. So having that counter in mind, they already have seen success in that last round. They really need to play that, have that play style in these next few rounds, and we're gonna see a good read coming out of GSC. They're gonna stack outside sorry, not outside, inside this A side. LRX are pushing towards that A. This lineup does suggest that, and this little stack coming out of Aesop and Mock and Elias could really be detrimental. Elias in a really off angle. And if they do play Crossfire as well, like they did in the last round, they don't have the Killjoy utility, but they do have some good duelists in their side. If they are able to remain undetected, if they keep Elias from being spotted out, this could be really detrimental for LRX. And so far, Aesop staying safe. He's not gonna get tagged at all. And the rest of LRX are tagging us inside. Envious and the paranoia coming in. Oh, Elias playing that so smart, but that wasn't a kill. That was the ultimate. And Mock does get a frag onto Lunatic though. Making this a 4v5. Another one for Mock. He's slowly coming to life. But Experiment 52 through the smoke onto Aesop. Does get a trade. It's a 4v2 and a good shock dart coming out of Savage. Doing so much damage. And oh, Experiment 52. He's not having a good day.
That's it.
Mock again in the smoke, and Recon's gonna spot him. Mock through the smoke. He's gonna be on 3k, but isn't going for the AC anymore because he got taken out by Hermione. But 11 HP though. He is so close to his death. The other one is in Envious, and he isn't much of a better state either. Doesn't have any armor, but oh, Hermione trying to go for the ultimate. He does get a frag. So what if I might say, putting the advantage, but there's still a Killjoy ultimate available for Sasuke. Although he is all the way in mid, expecting a rotation. But this recon might suggest that they are going A. Elias stays undetected. Oh no, he does get detected in the end. He's gonna get a rush, but he's playing it safe. He does take out a low HP Envious. And Hermione trying to go for the trade, but Elias, the jiggle picks something you can't really easily counter. He's gonna survive by 19 HP, and the round goes in favor of GSC. 4-4 the score. And that's the play style I expect from them. That is how you counter LRX in their aggressive style when they're trying to go for the trades, when they're trying to push into the site from one specific way. That is how you try and counter them. So if GSC keep this up, we can definitely see this matchup taking a really different turn. So LRX are on the pressure seat now. They have to change up their strategies a bit. Maybe split push from two sides. Let's see what happens.
Well, GSC is reading LRX like a book now because every side LRX is just trying to commit. They're just setting up those crossfires. They're just gambling them. And Aesop with Op now holding that angle over at mid lane. But gets the second one onto Envious as it's a 5v4 situation in favor of GSC right now. They're gonna try to play passive right now. They should play passive right now, but Aesop is not gonna listen to that. Aesop is just gonna peek over at CT and take down Experiment over at mid.
Another one! He's not running! He's just running all over the site.
He's just rotating so fast. LRX is not gonna even able to react to him. He's just going over, rotating over whatever he feels like to, and it's connecting. And he's getting those picks as he gets the 3k in this round. Savage is gonna meet with Kyojin right about now as they come into their crosshairs. Kyojin's just trying to lurk up over at mid, but I think Savage just knows that Savage take him down, and Hermione is gonna take down Elias over at Garden, though Hermione with 33 HP, I don't think he will be able to clutch this one out as Mock is gonna hunt him down. Right about now, the headshot comes in, and GSC takes the round. What a round coming in from GSC, and most notably Aesop. Yeah, with the op, he just gets the first frag, then rotates over at mid, gets the second frag, and then rotate over back to A side and gets the third frag. LRX were not expecting this. Such quick rotations coming in from Aesop, such quick thinking is what got him the frags.
And on top of that, he's predicting where the players are going as well. He rotated so quickly, and they were exactly what they're. He wasn't missing his shots. A really well played round coming out of him, providing really good frags for his teammate, giving them the man advantage earlier on. Right now, we're seeing LRX doing what I think should be the counter to GSC's moveset is go for a split push right now. So GSC, we're gonna see Aesop and Elias spin from a couple of sides. Paranoia is gonna push him quite back, and now they're rotating. No, they're actually not rotating. They're going to get the bomb. My bad. We do see Hermione going back to get the bomb, but a push coming in towards Tree from the side of Envious. There is a player there, Mock, who doesn't get the shot in. Envious getting a frag in there. Aesop with a quick trade. Jet diff, if I might say. There are players right under him, and he's trapped in this heaven position. He shouldn't push with the operator. It's gonna be a tough fight to win, and he pulls out the ultimate. If we can get a few frags here, but oh, Hermione with the read, getting that frag onto him from above the wall. With a trade though. The trade play of GSC has really improved drastically. We're gonna see the Killjoy ultimate get fogged by Sasuke. He is getting pushed by Hermione though. Shock dart's coming in, but oh, Sasuke, he does mess it up. But the trades are in, and Envious and Hermione finish things off. The Killjoy ultimate didn't even get time to activate, and the round is going in their favor. They didn't have to. They did plan the bomb, but didn't really have to do much there. They just got the frags, pushed in towards the Killjoy ultimate. All players were there, and good performance coming out of LRX, and they're gonna tie things up again. 5-5 the score.
Well, LRX playing it very smart. They first spotted the operator over at A main, so they knew they couldn't just push it up. So they had to change their plans and go over at short, where Envious with the entry over at Mock just forcing Aesop to fall back, and they get the round after with the nice close plan setup for themselves. As we can see, a B-stack is coming out from both of the sides. Mock is gonna play over at the boathouse, while Sasuke is gonna hold that angle over at stairs. Hermione entering for his team. I don't know what is happening, but the ult is coming out from Envious as Lunatic takes down Aesop. Meanwhile, over at the different side of the map, Experiment with another one over to Sasuke. The trade comes in from Savage though, but Mock at boathouse trying to take anyone down, but he's gonna get taken down along with Elias as the ult comes down for him. It's 5-6 in favor of LRX right now, and the economic situation for GSC is not looking good. I think they have to buy Stingers and Spectres if they want to keep their round alive.
Yeah, and playing in this last round before the switch with these weapons isn't what you want to see. We do see Kyojin going for the AWP. They have the better economy. He even has a rifle as a backup weapon. So we're going to see the difference in the economy from these two sides. It's going to be really huge, and it's going to be really difficult for GSC to counter that. Elias with a quick little peek to spot out the operator from Kyojin, dodges the op shot. And we're going to see the ulti being popped by Savage. He will find one player, but Kyojin dodging gracefully. And we're going to see Hermione pushing towards mid. No one is watching his back. The trade's going to come in though from Sasuke. And the bomb is in mid. That's going to be really difficult to recover for the side of LRX. Molly will be allowing them to push into the side. A lot of utility being used and Experiment 52 through the cage. And oh, the ultimate, the paranoia from behind. Aesop gets two big frags there. Experiment 52 and NVS taken out. Kyojin's position also should be known in this Self ultimate, but oh no, looks like they don't know where he is. But there is some Killjoy turrets and utilities there. A smoke's gonna spot him, but the smoke's gonna hide the turret, but the alarm bot is there to give it away his position, and Sasuke gets a frag. So a really well played round by the side of GSC, despite having less superior weapons. The positioning, I mean, it was really smart of Hermione to try and take out the ultimate, but it was a risky move too. There wasn't anybody watching his back to get those trades. I think there was a player holding an angle from mid, but you can't really watch that as you're wide peeking the market region. So it's a risky move. They did get a frag, but he was traded out and the bomb was dropped. So I don't think it was the best choice. But regardless, we're going to see a 6-6 scoreline as we switch into the next half. Right now, it's going to be GSC who's going to have to try to play the aggression game. They are a really aggressive team. They do have gifted fraggers on their team. And oh my god, Experiment 52, what are these?
He's experimenting. He's literally experimenting with those cypher traps. That's new for me. As
I have seen him really play really creatively with Raze, but even as a sentinel, a really passive agent like Cypher, I mean, you can play it aggressive, but he is playing a really passive playstyle, and I have never seen anything like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he comes up with in his defensive half. I mean, defense is Cypher's playground, something to say. And oh, look at that! That's a really unique third placement coming in Sasuke, spotting Kyojin all the way in their base. Mock with the first frag as they all pushing towards market. The position has been given away. Shock darts coming in inside of Hermione. He won't find anything but gets a frag. Elias and Mock with the trade though. And they're going to be pushing in towards his B side. There is no resistance except in market. But oh, Lunatic gets two frags. turn this into a 2v2. And Aesop, he's on really low HP, 21 to be exact. So he's gonna be in a pretty tough position to get some trades in. So Savage, and he's playing really aggressively. I'm not sure if this is the best idea. But oh, Lunatic doesn't check the angle properly, and he's gonna take an man advantage for the side of GSA. And oh, he comes in from behind. It's all down to Experiment 52 and Aesop, but Aesop, he is very low on HP. It's a battle of the frenzies now as he tries to pick. He spots him out. He just needs one bullet, but the wallbang is not gonna connect with that weapon. And Experiment 52 trying to come around, trying to come from this lane position, but Aesop is expecting that, but he doesn't get the frag. He's so low in HP. Tries to dash away, but he doesn't have enough HP to tank those one or two shots that he will be taking either way. So we're gonna be seeing the first round of this second half going in favor of LRX, and they're gonna be able to buy in the next round. But it was a really close round though, indeed. I mean, both sides getting those frags, having good crossplay. And this is a sort of close matchup I expect from these two, actually. And hopefully we're going to see more of these in the next few maps, in the next few rounds.
Oh, a smart play came in from Savage as he had that aggressive position over at CT from B side, but the trade just came in and Aesop couldn't capitalize on that, and he was left in a 1v1 with a 21 HP. As we can see, the buys are coming out from LRX, all Spectres, but GSC Headhunters are gonna go for those frenzies and classics to save their economy. As Monk is gonna try to lurk up over at A main, breaks the trap and tries to go over aggressive. Kyojin with two.
What is happening?
Monk trying to take that gun just gets taken down by Experiment, and it's a bloodbath over at A side.
I have no idea what happened in the tree vision with Mock and Lunatic.
Mock was just trying to get that Spectre for himself, trying to get something out of this round, but he was just getting too greedy. He needed to take the frag first. He needed to create some space for himself. But nonetheless, nice round coming out for LRX, only losing one player in the process.
A good damage done to the economy of LRX though, but they're still going to be able to keep those Spectres, all Spectres in their side. We're going to see all rifles and ARs coming out of the side of GSC, so they definitely have the weapons advantage going into this next round. And this is where they hopefully try and gain those momentum to equalize everything, make this an 8-8 scoreline, and hopefully take the lead. We're going to see a lot of utility being used. Savage immediately droning out this mid-region. Still unsure which side they want to push. We do see a couple of players from GSC, a few players to be exact. Elias, Mock, and Aesop pushing towards tree. We do see the bomb with Savage. He's going towards this catwalk region too. So I guess the push is towards A, but they're right in front of this trap wire. I think they can crouch under it, but Experiment 52 will see their gun barrels in that point, and he's easily going to be able to take them out. So GSC, everything's going to stand still. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I think they're not even sure what they're going to do, as the smokes are going to come in towards his A side. Sprays being used too, and the position's being given away. Oh, Experiment 52 trying to push through his own cage, but Mark is going to get the frag. And second one, and the third one onto end. He's just fragging out his mind. Sasuke on the complete other side, getting a frag onto Kyojin, and Hermione is all alone with the Spectres. And a potential flawless run coming out of GSC. These buy rounds are so crucial for them. Let's see if Hermione can do some eco damage before dying out. Sasuke barely avoids getting caught from behind, and the turret will be going inactive and not detecting him. But oh, Hermione with a Spectre. He's not going to allow him any flawless runs. Picking up a Vandal. Sees Mark. Oh, what was that shot? He's getting pushed from Elias though. And he gets... What? Are we going to see a clutch over here?
I don't think there's any time.
I mean, the time doesn't suggest it, but he can go for these frags. But the damage to the economy of GSC is so big. And GSC is still on the aggressive. Aesop almost getting taken out there, but he's going to get the frag into Hermione. Hermione, those shots were so precise. It was almost like his gun didn't have any firing or anything like that. He's just moving and hitting heads. Really good economic damage done to the side of GSC. And we can see it that Sasuke, Mark, and Elias, they aren't able to buy rifles, which should not have been the case. LRX, on the other hand, this is their buy round. They're going to have all rifles in their hands. So I don't think this round might go in favor of GSC. We have seen them eco before, but it's going to be really difficult.
Well, this game does have precise gunplay, and Hermione just showing that in the last round. But now we can see the buys are also going to come out from LRX this round as they get those Phantoms and Vandals in their hands, while Aesop and Savage trying to get some info over at mid. Aesop is going to try to lurk up over at the garden area, where he's going to meet with Envious, possibly. Aesop and Maul just playing together, playing for those trades, but Envious, can he get the first frag onto them? He needs to get this frag, because if he doesn't, he gets it! He gets 2 of them! Alright, Envious with the third! He's gonna meet with Savage and he's gonna get taken down, but what was that Envious, getting those 3 crucial frags and possibly winning them the round? We need to look at Kyogen's position.
Region is just so many things are happening there.
Yeah, exactly. Kyogen getting the info over at B main that no one's pushing B main right now, and now GSC are at standstill. They don't know what to do. They're confused. They're set apart. They should buddy up and play for those trades, as there's only 2 of them left. I think they're gonna go for that save, as Sasuke is holding that angle over at B main, very passive, and Savage also holding that angle over at. Yeah, they're gonna go for that save as
10 seconds left.
and LRX is gonna rotate over at B, trying to find someone, trying to damage the economy of GSC, but the round was actually won by Envious as he took those 3 crucial frags over at Garden. What a play coming in from him. The pure aim battles, he just took them, he just dry picked them and just took them down.
I mean, as soon as GSC got around, I saw a little bit of a hope coming out of them that they might be able to win those next few rounds, but LRX and Envious just absolutely denying them any kind of advantage going into the next round. And still, we're going to see Elias not having enough money to go for a rifle. I think he's even going to have a buy from his teammate for that Spectre. And GSC, they're in a world of trouble right now, economy-wise. They really need to play smartly and win these gunfights. A one-way set up by Lunatic, but he's going to fall back as he hears a lot of noise outside the same main. He does have 3 players as backup. We do see the Cypher Experiment 52 and Envious with them. Good fraggers. Aesop taking some damage from his own Killjoy. I don't think that was intentional. The drone from Savage immediately destroyed. And they're trying to set up for this 8 push. The rotations are coming in. They have to hurry. LRX and Hermione and Kyogen are in this site right now. They are still having their focus in mid, but the B side is completely open. And I think GSC are gonna fall back. Right now we're gonna see Aesop taking this orb, having his ultimate in his hand, and he needs to be the entry for his team right now with the ultimate to at least get a frag in or let his team push into the side. We can see the smokes coming in towards mid. I think they're trying to fake a push towards mid or something. They have cut all noise off though. So this definitely does suggest that they could have rotated only 4 seconds on the clock. A rotation could be faked here by the side of GSC, and a couple of players from LRX are eating that information up. The fake is being sold as Hermione is gonna drone out mid. It's gonna give away all the information as right now 20 seconds left on the clock. They're gonna go for a last second push to the Aesop, dashing to the side. Maul getting caught in the trap, and Experiment 52 with 2 quick frags onto the duelist. We're gonna see them trying to deny it, and then triple kill. A 4K for Experiment 52, and Hermione getting that final frag. I mean, not giving him the ace, but what a sentinel play coming out of Experiment 52. His utility usage and his gunfight. Oh my god, he's so good with that Cypher. And GSC, despite giving all, trying their best, I mean, it was a really good fake, I have to be honest. Playing into the last second, giving those smokes that might suggest they're not going towards I mean, they couldn't fool LRX though.
Well, this guy knows what he's doing with those Cypher traps, set up so perfectly. It was literally a trap that GSC was walking into. Just look at his trap placements. These are so passive. He can just hold an angle and just activate his smokes and take them out. GSC, the players from GSC will not be expecting these traps. They're just gonna try to go it in the side, but a nice play coming in from Experiment, and he knew what he was doing. But we can see a tech pause coming out from GSC Headhunters. I think they're just trying to regroup, and I think they're gonna go for that save this round, giving LRX the 11th round. But nonetheless, I have seen GSC pull out rounds from their save rounds. But I don't think that's going to be the case here, as LRX got all the momentum they need. But this tech pause is going to be very crucial for them.
They really need to have this discussion on how they want to play these next few rounds, because they have to be smart about it. I mean, LRX are already in the double digits. If they aren't able to counter them properly and win, I mean, I don't think they're gonna win these 50 rounds, but if they do, that's gonna be huge. But they should at least have a plan going into the next attacking round. Sorry, in the next gun round, with a plan so that they can get some momentum and get frags in.
Get out of my way!
And immediately we're gonna see a push towards mid and A coming in Aesop. He's gonna pull the ultimate. He does have a classic to back him up with full armor, so he shouldn't be underestimated. A good recon coming at Hermione will detect Savage in the end. It was slowly coming his way. He was just looking at the bar and like, okay, you know, I'm in some trouble right now, and a lot of ground has been gained by the side of GSC in towards his mid. And Aesop using up all his blades on these players in mid, and he's just jumping around trying to do some damage the best he can. Lunatic with the frag onto Aesop. You can see them surround all sides slowly from the side for the GSC. As NVS tries to go towards B main, he's immediately discovered by Sasuke. And that's going to deny them any kind of flanks. But right now they have made their presence known in mid, and they're trying to rotate towards A. And the bot will get some tags onto the players in the base, the CT base or the defender base. Another recon coming out from Hermione. Hermione too. He's so good with his utility. We're gonna see a teleport coming towards Elias. He's gonna go towards mid
30
link
seconds
and
left.
try and help out Sasuke enter this side of B. There is only one player though, so if they're able to deny this push towards market, it's all on to Savage and Mock to deny them any entry as they try and take the side. Double peek the player NVS, and he's all alone, and that's gonna allow them to get the bomb plan down. Not only that, they will have
10
guns in their
seconds
hands right now. Elias taking the Phantom. Hermione trying to deny the bomb plan, but he won't get any frags though. Missing, just barely missing. And Kyojin with the trade onto Savage. We're gonna see the Killjoy ultimate getting popped in the defensive side. Sorry, the attacking side, my bad.
One enemy remaining.
And X gonna come out from the side of LRX from 52, and Hermione getting a couple frags with their own. Mock with a trade, but he's gonna be taken out by Lunatic. And the weapons advantage showing. They're gonna try and go for the defuse, and I mean, it was a difficult round to win indeed. Some damage has been done, but the win going in their favor will not do them any favors. And GSC, this buy round has so much weight on them. They have to win this day, even if they want to have any chance of coming back at this matchup. Have some momentum, win a round, and find out a strategy to sort of counter this really strong defense. And that is what their target should be. And hopefully they're going to be able to do it. I'm not sure. It's really difficult to counter such a versatile LRX defensive lineup, but it has been done before, and hopefully they're going to be able to figure it out again.
Well, just look at the economy from LRX. Even if they lose a couple of rounds, they still can buy those rifles. They still can go for that operator, but they're not opting for that. Right now, as Elias and Aesop trying to get some information over at mid, getting those smokes out, creating a blockage to block those information coming in from LRX. The ult is gonna come out from Lunatic as he gets some info over at B main. I think that is very valuable. But he's gonna cancel it anyways as he gets spotted out. We're at a standstill right now over at mid and B main, and Monk is trying to fall back. I think they can do B in some extent because there's only Aesop and Hermione holding that crossfire, but Hermione can be smoked down and they can just take Aesop down, take that fight. Never mind, Kyojin down. My bad, guys. Aesop now trying to get over at mid market, and he's gonna get into side as Savage takes down Hermione with the spam coming in from him. Kyojin with one onto Sasuke, trying to get another one, gets Savage down, but the trades are coming in and it's a 3v2 situation in favor of GSC right now as Monk is gonna hold that angle over at stairs for his friend to take the plan down, and he's gonna break that door for his teammate Elias, but Aesop just finishing it off over at lane with that collateral.
Aesop saving his teammates there. I mean, despite a good flash coming out of NVS, he sprayed through the flash and got 2 kills there. And it's going to give so much room for GSC to breathe. Despite they're still not out of the woods yet. We can see a match point for LRX if they win another round. But GSC finally have the economy to go for a comfortable buy. I think Sasuke is still struggling though. He's gonna have to go for a dropout from his teammates.
Here.
But I mean, Kyojin is gonna buy them up, so that's something they really need to look after. But this is the chance to sort of take the lead. Oh, and he's gonna connect the shot onto Aesop. He's gonna sort of pay him back for what he did in those defensive rounds, getting a quick kill onto him. That's already a player down for GSC, but still, it isn't impossible for them to take this site with 4 players. If they do play on trades, we do see an ultimate available for the side of from the side of Savage. So he's gonna have to utilize that really well in the post plants if they're able to take the side. Kyojin already making his presence known with the operator on A Heaven, so it's gonna be really difficult to take the side. And GSC are gonna take that note and fall back. But we already see Hermione holding a really aggressive position in mid. If they aren't aware of him, he could do some big damage to his teammates. And they're already down a member, so Hermione getting a frag here, even one frag, and he's gonna get undetected by the bot, and he spots Elias. He does do 16 HP damage onto him, but he will get a frag. 3-4 the score, and the shock dart. Oh my god, Savage, that's a really well played shock dart taking him down. 3v4 as 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to make a quick rotation towards B, but there's a lot of Cypher
30
utility.
seconds left.
The Cypher cameras are positioned there by Experiment 52. And he is also in a pretty good position to take them down from market if he just pushes in. You can see Moth trying to put a layer down. Utilities are being used as they take care of the Cypher utility. They're trying to get into the site. Mock is lurking from under the stairs. And if he gets a frag onto Experiment 52, he misses, making this a 2v4. The bomb plant will go down, but retake for LRX. It shouldn't be that difficult, but Savage, he's gonna immediately use his ultimate. He's not gonna find anyone. And oh, he lands one onto NBS and is pushing into the side. If he gets to take them down here, which he does, Lunatic does get a frag onto Sasuke, and he will get the last one onto Savage. And a good attempt coming out of GSC. I have to say, Mock going for the lurk, a risky move, but it would have paid off very well if he was able to get that frag, but in the end he failed, and that sort of began the downfall for his teammate. Also, Kyojin with the operator doing so much damage to GSC. And right now, match point for LRX and GSC, they aren't in the best state economy-wise. We're going to see a couple of players going for SMGs, I think. And it's just going to be really difficult for them to come back from this.
Yeah, exactly. The economic situation from GSC is not looking good. And it is the match point. They need to do it all right now. It's a do or die for them as they stack up outside of B. I think they're gonna go for an fast execute as Mork takes down Kyojin with that over-aggressive play. Spots out the tripwire, breaks it down, but Hermione with his crossfire placement takes bomb down. Experiment with 2 of them, getting those headshots in. What a crossfire setup coming in from Lariox, but it's still a 2v2 situation as the plan goes down from Elias. Aesop has got an op for himself, and we know how dangerous he is with that op, as he's gonna hold that angle over at lane, trying to find someone over at B main, but there's no one at B main coming in from LRX, as both of the players are gonna come from CT. Elias missing his shots, but Aesop is gonna contemplate from that as he takes both of them down. Nice one around coming in from GSC. I think the momentum shift is coming as they just rushed in B together, played as a team, getting those trades in, even though Experiment 52 did a lot of damage onto them, but still they got the trades in and they got the round for themselves with a nice close plan setup coming in from Aesop and Elias.
Really well played round for this GSC, and Aesop getting those 2 frags really valuable for his team with the operator. So we're gonna see another full buy coming out of LRX, but if they lose this roundup, it's gonna be a very, very difficult win for them indeed, because they will have to be forced into an eco, and GSC will be hitting double digits. So if they win this GSC, the score line might go to 11-12, but the start isn't good as NVS takes out the 2 main. Duelist Savage with a trade though, and there are 3 ultimates available for the set of LRX now. Elias trying to take care of the recon, but this off position coming in from Lunatic, and he gets the bomb down. It's a 2v4, make it a 2v1 as Sasuke is the only one left alive. He's paranoid and he has to fall back. He does spot Lunatic, gets 1 frag, and the rest of the players are dancing towards him as Kyojin gets the final frag with his ultimate. And a really good round coming out of LRX. The rotations came in quick. The defensive setup was really well done. GSC just didn't check the angles properly. They weren't able to gather information, and LRX, their aggression with the control plays are really paying off. We're gonna see the first map going in favor, the map pick of GSC going in favor of LRX in a really close match. I mean, the score line does suggest it was a pretty good match, but I have to say, GSC, they were lacking in many ways. Despite facing LRX so many times, they weren't able to coordinate out a strategy how they were gonna able to counter these really well played defensive rounds from the side of LRX. They weren't able to gather information where the players were. They weren't able to go in for the double peaks, use their utility, and it was difficult for them to plan the bomb indeed. So LRX are really successful in the defensive round, and their aggression in attacking makes them such a force to be reckoned with. So GSC, I think they need to take this round and figure out a strat. And it's gonna be difficult for them to win the next round, considering that there is LRX's pick. So they really need to take this time and find out a counter towards the strat of LRX.
Well, yeah, GSC played beautifully over at the defensive side of the map, but when it came to attacking to the attacking side, they just couldn't handle the information play coming in from Hermione, and Experiment 52 with his trapwire just refusing them to just get those rushes in, and they just couldn't handle that. They were not expecting that to happen. Mock just trying to go over aggressive every round, and he was getting punished for it. Aesop, he couldn't do much without that operator of his over the attacking side. Sasuke and Savage did try to do something for their team, but they failed at it. But Hermione, though, Hermione was the MVP of the match, and he deserved it. So even without his frags, he gave so much information to his team, the utility usage, the damage to the economy of GSC Headhunters that he had done in several rounds just gave them the map win.
So that first map is out of the way right now. We're gonna have to go into Ascent. In Bind, we just had a map in Ascent. So we're gonna go into Bind, the map pick of LRX after a short break, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully we're gonna have an even more entertaining match. Till then, stay with us. We're gonna take this short break, like, follow the stream, share the stream, do all that stuff, and we'll be back in a little while.
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ, যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে, এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে দুটি প্রাইজ পুল সহ দুটি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের দুটি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে দুটি প্রাইজ পুল সহ দুটি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের দুটি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে দুটি প্রাইজ পুল সহ দুটি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত।
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESPL Valorant PowerUp Series 5 Invitationals. We are in the upper brackets, round 1, match 2 between GSC Headhunters and Lariox Esports. As we go into the second map, first map being taken, which was the map pick of GSC, by the way, in Ascent, taken by Lariox in a very dominant fashion in the defensive half. So yeah, it was a good attempt coming out of GSC, but did lack on being able to predict the plays of Lariox and how well coordination and utility usage was out of them. And I mean, based on gunfights, match was pretty equal in my opinion, but the utility usage was what separated these two. And I have to say, GSC, they were lacking on that in some sides. So we're going to be going into the second map of a map picked by LRX. It's me, Kirito, by the way, with my co-host, Faxer. Faxer, what do you think about this matchup so far? How should GSC play this to be able to come back?
Well, we can see the Asian picks are coming in more again with that Reina, but I do think she should get rid of that Reina because they need to play as a team right now. They cannot just be dependent on Aesop and Mock to just frag out. Well, we can see on the other hand, Envious and Experiment with the picks coming in from them are Phoenix and Raze respectively. Phoenix and Raze are such duelists which can also help the team while also getting those entries and getting those high frags when they're needed. And that's the differentiating factor from LRX and GSC. GSC are looking for those dry frags coming in from Mock and Aesop, while LRX just likes to play more of as a team with those duelists coming in the form of Phoenix and Raze.
I have to say, the utility usage coming out of Lunatic in this map of Bind playing the Killjoy is really well. They have been able to counter the likes of Mercenaries and a bunch of other teams playing against them. And I have to say, he's something they should look out for, because Killjoy on his own is a very dangerous agent, and being played by such a good player with such level of ideas tactically wise, I don't know what I'm saying, but having that tactical idea behind him, he is really dangerous, and they have to look out for him. As we start off this pistol round, you know, see, GS taking everything a bit slow, trying to find some picks over there. LRX not giving them much just yet. We do see NBS really tempted to go into the showers, but he's gonna fall back at the last second. Just have a little bit of spidey sense, thinking that there could be players in there. He's waiting with the flash for the push. Good position and good crossfire set up by the players of LRX. So GSA really need to utilize the utility and make sure they keep these defenders on the blind side and keep them away from peeking these angles. And even if they are able to peek them, make sure you win those frags. Get those frags and win those duels. We can see Ace dashing to the side, spotting Envious in the backside. Envious does get a frag with such low HP, but the trade is there by Ace. Experiment 52 getting in the frag onto Elias. The bomb plan yet to go down. Ace with one frag onto Kyojin and Lunatic, and Experiment 52 just popping off. Aesop taking our Experiment 52, making some 1v2, but the shot darts and
Last player standing.
Taking both of them down.
And he's even gonna do friendly damage to his teammate Lunatic. I mean, that was the safer option, but you know, it was the first pistol round, so I don't think it really matters that much, except for the KD. But they will still be able to win it and have those SMGs going to the next round. We can see all 5 of them. No, actually not all 5. I think let's see what they do. But they have the money to go for those better weapons. GSA on their side, they're gonna go for an hard eco, no armor, and all classics.
Exactly. That was a really creative dash and a breath coming in from Aesop for that information play. I thought he was gonna get taken down by Envious, but he does not. He gets the information, but they do not take the round anyways. But we can see Experiment 52 getting those two frags over at A short at the start of the round. Experiment 52, another one with the classic, and Envious finishing it up for his team with the collateral. Nice, a clean, nice round coming in from LRX as they lose only one player in the form of Kyojin, but nonetheless they still have all their Spectres except Kyojin, and I think he's gonna go for a Spectre as well from the money of his teammates. But on the side of GSC Headhunters, we can see the Vandals and the Phantoms are coming into play as they're gonna go sack up over at Market and B Long respectively.
It's going to be a lot of trouble for GSC to push towards this hookah. The utility is there by the side of Lunatic as we see Hermione going for a pick against Vandals with this SMG. Not the most wise of the move. I think they should be aware that this could be a buy round for GSC Headhunter. We can see a lot of ground gain by GSC in this B-long position and a really good crossfire held by the side of LRX. But the trades are in. Is Mark going to get one frag onto the Killjoy of Lunatic? And immediately a teleporter coming in from X52. He's going to get a frag onto Elias and making this a 3v3. The equalizing the manpower. He's even going to have his ultimate ready to take down one frag. The bomb is with Sasuke. He's all the way on the other side. If the players of JC can get a few frags over here, they can set up a good fake towards B and let Sasuke plant the bomb at A. But then comes the question of getting out of this side. So let's see what they come up with. We will be seeing Sasuke joining them in the side of B. They have cut all noise, and that just suggests to the pair of LRX that the rotation might be done. We're going to see NVS and Kyojin going to the side of A. Only one here is Experiment 52, and he is in a really interesting position if GSC aren't going to clear him out, but they do. The recon is destroyed, but he's going to use his ultimate to sort of distract them. Doesn't connect, but he does see Savage. He's going to get him off position. Ace up with a frag onto NVS, though, making this a 2v3. 52 surviving all those utilities being thrown at him, and he's still gonna go at it. We're gonna see defensive position, but a teleporter coming out from the player Aesop. He's trying to take down Kyojin, but Kyojin, he's gonna fall at the hands of Savage, getting the last frag on this 52. A really interesting round in the end. And if it only wasn't for the recon of Savage, then I think the run could have been very different. I think Sprint 52 could have possibly even got a triple kill there. He does have that fragging potential. So we're going to see the first round going in favor of GSC, 2-1 the score, and we're going to see LRX going for this full buy. So this is where the competition really starts, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to see teams that are full potential going at it. GSC fighting to equalize and LRX fighting to extend their lead.
Nice round coming out from GSC as they had the rifles, but this round LRX also has the rifles, as Morg is trying to get over at Hookah, where the alarm bot will probably spot him out. The drone spots out Savage on the other side of the B long position. The positions are revealed, and they're now gonna have to rotate over to A, where Experiment 52, Envious, and Kyojin are waiting for them in a very passive crossfire angles that they're holding right now. The smoke comes out from Kyojin over at B long, and I think Monk just noticed that. He knows that there might come a rotation. Monk with the Leers forcing a rotation out of LRX as Envious is gonna rotate all the way to B, but the side that is being executed is A as Aesop takes down Experiment 52 unaccounted for.
Spike planted.
But Kyojin with the trade onto Elias. Envious pops his ult out. The run it back is down, but he's gonna get taken down. Aesop with another frag onto Kyojin. Another one onto Hermione. He has a 3k right now. He can go for the ace, but Envious and Lunatic are trying to go for that retake right now. Envious just picking up that skin to get that headshot onto Savage, while Lunatic gets a frag onto Monk. It's a 2v2 right now as Aesop and Sasuke are trying to hold that post plant. Aesop with another one as he gets the 4k. Gets the ace onto Envious. Aesop, what are you doing? Nice round coming out from GSC Headhunters and Aesop with 10 kills. And the rest of his teammates are just like, what are we do? We have nothing to do. They just have 1 kills, all of them. But Aesop, what around coming in from him as he gets the ace, just getting over aggressive when he needs to, and then just falling back with his dash, and then holding the post plant, and then taking NBS down at the end.
But I have to say, really well played by GSC overall, because they were really good at taking that side of A and faking towards B. That really distracted the players of LRX on where they were actually gonna go. But right now, LRX on an eco, and look at this push coming from A. They're trying to go for a quick flank and surround the players. Hermione with a quick frag onto Aesop. Lewis is down for them. Oh, Lunatic with one more and a second one onto Mog. What is he doing? How is he so good with a sheriff? And this could be a tricky round coming out from the side of LRX. He's gonna deny the entry for Sasuke. He's gonna pick up a gun. He's trying to spam through the smoke to get information. Savage dodging those shock darts and nades. He will take some damage. The shock dart damage is there for him. Savage gets a friend Hermione, but traded out by Lunatic. Sasuke, let's get a frag on occasion in a 1v3 scenario. He has a swarm nade and he has a bot to work with. The side of A is really open, but I think LRX are not going to commit entirely to one side. I think they will be sending a player to the other side. So it's going to be interesting to see which side Sasuke decides to push. If he does decide to push instead of saving the weapon, though. So he's going towards Hookah now. He's trying to clear it out with the swarm nade, but that's going to eat time and give away information. We're going to see the players rotating from A. Despite that, they're going back. I mean, they're unsure if Sasuke is trying to play this smart by faking or not. Oh, he does get flashed and he's spotted by NVS in the CT. A second flash gonna come in, but not gonna spot him. But Experiment 52 lurking in that cubby, getting him from behind the headshot, and 3-2 the score. The lead has been gained again by the side of LRX. And a good thrifty round too there, by the way.
Yeah, what a thrifty coming out from LRX with those sheriffs as Lunatic and Hermione getting those entry kills. Lunatic just going crazy over there with 2 1-taps, and Hermione over at B-Long getting that entry frag over at GSC Headhunters. As we move on to the 6th round of map number 2, we can see a save coming in. Never mind, a half-buy coming out from GSC Headhunters in the form of Vandals, Stingers, and Spectres, but Aesop popping that ult off early round. They're gonna put some pressure over at Hookah right now, but it is not going to be contested for by LRX, but they're not now going to fall back as Sasuke has shower control all by himself, but he doesn't know the position of Experiment 52 as he's holding an off angle over at the boxes outside of towers. But Mog with those Leers trying to entry for his team. Experiment 52 is gonna get spotted out and get taken down by Sasuke as the entry comes in. The plant is gonna be going down. The ult comes out from Hermione and it's very late to deny the planter, but he gets 2 frags. He gets 2 crucial frags onto Savage and Sasuke. It's a 2v3 right now, and they have to retake the whole side from GSC Headhunters as Mog pushes Lunatic and takes him down. Hermione trying to get something done in a 1v3 situation right now. He's in a very tough spot, and Elias is gonna take him down. But what an ult coming out from him, but doesn't help their cause in any way.
Aesop, he was just floating in the middle of the air like... I looked at them at the screen, I was like, how is he doing that? It looked really cool, just flying in the middle of the air with the ultimate jet. I mean, he's such a cool agent. Aesop, he's playing that really well, getting those frags for his teammate, doing the entry, and he's playing far better in this map of Bind than he was in Ascent. That just suggests that GSC have sort of gotten all their things together, and they are slowly being able to figure out LRX. LRX, though, having some tough time utility-wise, having some time to deny the entry. We're going to see them immediately lose a player trade, though, coming in from Hermione. This is the trade play of LRX that has so much love. Mog trying to aggress. The short darts are doing so much damage to him. And then Hermione gets another kill traded out by Aesop really quickly, though. And the side of B is completely open. Main's a 3v3. But the teleport coming in from Kyojin changes the whole game. I don't think they're aware that he is in this elbow position. If he gets a frag onto Aesop, but he didn't see him as Aesop pushes in, gets the frag, and making this a 3v2. They can go towards A right now if they want, which I think they should. But Mark, he's gonna get the bomb, and they're still gonna aggress towards B. But oh, Aesop spots Experiment 52, missing those shots. That's so much damage to him. But Mark gets the frag onto him, traded out by NVS. 1v2 scenario. Players are low, but Envious with the frag onto Aesop. It's all onto Sasuke, but he gets the frag, giving GSC the lead. And what a round coming in from the side of LRX too. I have to say they did good economic damage to GSC in the end, though it did not matter that much. But LRX now are being forced into an eco. And as I was saying, it was good utility usage coming out from the side of LRX. But I mean, Aesop with the lurking, he was able to get the strikes, and they were completely unaware, oblivious to the fact that he was in the side of Belong. He got a couple of frags that even did some damage to some players. Although LRX were able to bring it to 1v1, in the end, it didn't matter. Right now, GSC are back in the lead.
Well, beautifully played from Aesop as he lurked up over at elbow and got that man advantage in that 3v3 situation. Oh, that one tap coming in from him over at Belong, taking Hermione down. Hermione was not expecting this. He was with the sheriff. And never mind, he was with the marshal and he got tapped down by Aesop. But Experiment, though, over at the side of short with the judge, is gonna take down Maw as the trade is gonna come out. The Swarm Grenades are coming out, trying to take him out of, force him out of position, and he will be forced out, and he's gonna get taken down by Savage as they execute B side, fully loaded. Aesop with another one onto Kyojin. Aesop is just living this match on his own. He's just getting in there and getting those frags, one tap after tap. And now it's a 2v4 situation in favor of DSC Headhunters as the flash comes out from Envious. Sasuke holding that angle over at U-Hall.
Here.
Oh my god.
Over at Envious, takes him down, and it's only Lunatic left, and he's gonna get taken down by Savage. But the real factor that determined the round winners are Aesop. Is Aesop, because he got that valuable entry for his team over at Belong, and then going into A side, taking down Kyojin with that tap over at Heaven. What a play coming in from him. He's just playing so.
Oh my god. I mean, Aesop, he's just so motivated right now. He's like, I'm gonna carry this team on my back. Look at the frag difference. The rest of his team are barely maintaining a positive ED. On their side, we have Aesop with 14 and 4. And he's just absolutely destroying the players of LRX, if I can say. We're gonna see another push towards this B region. I mean, GSC have done that so many times. I think LRX are aware that they might just show their faces in B and go for a rotation. They do have the manpower available for them to sort of defend this side properly, but Mock gonna hide in this teleporter, taking the chance to go into the open. The rest of the players are pushing to the side of B as the defender. Killjoy ultimate is gonna come down from Lunatic. But they're still going. The lockdown is destroyed by Savage. Mock is still holding in the teleporter. Kyojin is tempted to go in there, but if he does, he's gonna get taken out. The bomb plan is gonna go down. Lai is gonna plant the bomb. And we're gonna see NBS take out Sasuke. It is a 4v5.
No charges left.
And yet another frag to go down for the side. But oh, Aesop! He's got and gets Elias too. Maybe a third frag onto Savage. And he's getting pushed. Mock is still in the TP. He's gonna finally get out of there. Onto Uka. A trade coming in. Savage takes out NBS, but Lunatic with a frag onto him. Mock, he has to get this frag, but oh, Hermione and Experiment 52 working together to get those frags. Experiment 52 surviving with the skin of his teeth. And what an intense round coming out. I think it was a smart decision by Mock to go into the TP, but LRX just didn't push that. And as soon as he saw that his team was taking fire, he had to get out of that. They needed his support. He needed that Reyna utility. So it was a good round from both sides, but I think they really need to have better prediction better communication, because as soon as they saw all 5 of the players were at the side of B, I think Mock should have gotten out the TP.
Yeah, they weren't even respecting the ult coming in from Envious. They were just like, we don't care about that, and Envious just goes in there and takes a Sasuke down, and that needed to be accounted for, but it wasn't actually, and that's when Experiment 52 pulled out his ult and got 2 crucial frags, which ultimately gave them the round. But now we can see a hookah stack coming out from GSC Headhunters, 4 of them going into hookah, no one taking control over at B-Long, but Aesop lurking over at Showers. He has got the Showers all for himself. I think he can take that ult, or never mind, he already has his ult, as noises are going to be made over at hookah, and the rotation is going to come from Kyojin, but Hermione is going to stick back and help his teammate Experiment 52 over at A side. The smokes are going to come out from Kyojin, and and Ilias from both of the sides. As Heaven is gonna get smoked off. The ult is gonna come out from Elias as Aesop gets taken down by Hermione and Sasuke with the trade over onto Experiment 52. The plant is gonna go down. The ult is gonna go down. And Hyojin takes down Sasuke.
Down A.
It's a 4v3 situation right now for in the favor of LRX as the Killjoy ult is still
30 seconds left.
not broken, and Kyojin is gonna be detained as they look for that retake over at A short. Ilias and Savage holding that angle over at U Hall. Kyojin and his men trying to go over there. The paranoia comes out, flashes Savage, and the counter paranoia comes out, flashes all of them. Meanwhile, they're just trying to get over to the bomb and trying to defuse it. As the trades are gonna come out, Monk with 2, Monk with 3.
Can he catch it out?
He catches it out. 4K coming in from and GSC take the round for themselves. What a play coming in from Monk, just taking those gunfights and taking those dismisses as they do not get the trade onto him, and he takes the round for his team.
That was such a messy round in A. I mean, LRX having the man advantage, having all those utilities, I feel like they'd be much more coordinated to take that, to successfully win that retake. But I mean, I was really surprised that when with these 3 players in such a constricted space in U Hall and A short, GSC were able to defend that side for so long, and in the end, Mock in a 1v3, he got 4 kills. He just jiggle picked in those angles despite holding the bomb. LRX weren't able to defuse it. I'm really surprised that LRX weren't that coordinated while taking that side. We're gonna see another push towards B. I think GSC are aware that if they do go for buys, they won't be able to buy the proper utilities this time because LRX has lost a few rounds in a row and the economy is still not recovered. Mog though taking so much damage from the wall bangs coming out from Hermione. And they're gonna have to fall back right now. And oh no, the rotation has been cancelled by Aesop. The man who was supposed to gain some ground from them from showers is gonna get immediately fragged by Kyojin. And Kyojin, he's gonna move even more forward in the side of A. I think the rotations are here. Hermione wants to help defend this site. Drone is gonna come in, give away the information that there are players here, and the rotations are coming from the rest of the players of LRX, but there's still a player in hookah. If the players of GSC now go through the teleporter, which they are, they're gonna take the long rotation, which I think is gonna be able to be read by the side of LRX.
The site is free.
It will be. It is so
30
big.
seconds left.
I mean, the teleporter would have been faster, but I guess it doesn't matter. The site is theirs right now. Really well played fake. And Sasuke is even going to be able to play some utility because he was standing in early. He was holding the site for forever. And right now, Mock really close to the smoke. Really, and he's even going to go in the smoke. Maybe this is too aggressive. And he did. Sasuke with another frag and the third one on Hermione.
Out of charge.
Mock lives through that. How does he do that? Making this a 2v4. Kyojin is aggressing. He knows that Mock is in this cubby. He sees that gun barrel. But Experiment 52 is the one who's gonna get the frag over there onto Mock, making this a 2v3. And Kyojin with one more 2v2. Savage finally with the trade. He gets taken out, but oh! Savage with the 2k onto Experiment 52. And GSC, they are just absolutely
Last
feeling
round
themselves.
in the
Aesop
half.
isn't the only fragger here now. We're gonna see Savage and Mock stepping up to the plate, getting those crucial and playing that rotation so well. I mean, so smart coming out of Sasuke to hold this side of B to make sure they have some more ground, they have some more support as they push into the side. They're not going in completely blind and, sort of phased from being denied the side of A.
Well,
And this is a well played round overall from side of GSC. I really admire that.
GSC just playing their utilities so efficiently. They were in a tough spot in a 4v5 situation, but they had the side to themselves.
Ooh,
And
Aesop.
Aesop is gonna take down Hermione over at Showers with the entry fact coming in, and Savage is gonna create some noise over here. But I don't think that they know Experiment 52 is over there with the Phantom. As
no,
the flank is gonna come out
timing.
from Lunatic, but Aesop is gonna read that, and he's gonna take him down. They get the B side all empty right now, but the rotation is coming in from Envious and Lunatic and Kyojin. And
Kyojin!
3 kills over at Hookah on the teleporter, and it's a 2v2 right now. Aesop
should
needs
go
to
away,
get
go
this
away.
first frag. They really need to go away, but they have no information. They're thinking they're getting the side for free, but Envious and Kyojin just lurking over at elbow. But we need to see Envious only has a judge, but the paranoia comes out. Envious with the judge cannot do anything as Savage takes him down. The ult comes out from Aesop. He only is a Spectre Kyojin.
my
He's gonna
God.
get taken down by Aesop. What a play coming in from Aesop. Although Experiment 52
Switching
tried to
sides.
bring that round in favor of themselves, but in the end, it did not work out for them as Aesop and Savage clutches it out for their team. As we move on to the second half of map number 2, as these two giants are going against each other with everything they have. It's a 4-8 scoreline in favor of GSC Headhunters, but this we need to understand that this is a defensive sided map. LRX needed to get some more rounds while they were at that defensive side, but they only got 4 rounds, and now GSC Headhunters are now in a big lead, and they can just take the map from here if they can win the pistol round properly.
I mean, this looks so much possible for GSC right now to take this to the third map. And I mean, I did not expect that last one to go in favor for the side of GSC. Both Savage and Aesop stepping up to the plate, getting those frags and holding a good post plant. So, I mean, it was so well done by them. And giving the advantage in the defensive side, this is looking really difficult for LRX. I think LRX planned to sort of have a really successful defensive half and then play aggressive on attack, hopefully get an easy win. But that is not the case. We're seeing GSC turning the tables on them. Aesop absolutely fragging out. Although late to the party, Mock did join him. And right now, we're going to see such an interesting match coming out of these two. I want to see LRX, especially Experiment 52 and NVS, aggress on this site with all their utility, providing support for the teammates as well. So this match is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. It might suggest that LRX are in a disadvantage, but I mean, LRX under pressure, they are so strong, and they, even under pressure, they play so much better in so many cases. So we're going to see again them progressing towards the side of B. Hookah control and B long control has been established. This third placement coming out from Sasuke is really interesting. It is spotted out by Hermione. He's trying to wallbang that, but he doesn't get any damage done. The recons won't give away anything either. Really defensive positions being held by the players. We can see the killer utility doing some damage while the entry is being done. Sasuke is still in this elbow position behind the smoke. A nade from Experiment 52 is going to do some damage, and as he's forced to push through the smoke. And Hermione reading that so well, getting that frag onto him. Aesop, he's gonna reposition to the side of elbow, trying to get a frag in there. He spots Hermione and gets a double shot. He sees one of friend. Kyojin Mock is going to be able to take him out. It's meant to with a frag onto him, but treated by Aesop. This round is so quick. Oh my god!
Aesop, what are you doing? You just get in there and taking those frags, taking every one of them down.
That
Aesop,
round ended
what a beast.
in an
What a beast.
absolute flash. I mean, Aesop, he's just... I mean, none of the players from LRX were actually giving much respect to Aesop. They were completely ignoring him while he was in the middle of the site, fighting other players. He just looked at the map and like, okay, he's here, turning around, shooting him. Oh, he's here, turning around, shooting him. It was so fun to see. But we're going to see the first person round go in favor of GSC, despite looking like LRX had a really good grip on the site. So we're going to see a full buy coming out of the players of GSC, all Spectres in their hands. Oh, even, I think Mock's going to go for a judge. Yeah, Mock has gone for a judge. It's a really interesting choice, but we have seen him play really well with that, especially with the Reyna in short ranges. He is so deadly. So LRX will definitely have to worry about that. LRX too are going for a force buy, by the way. We're going to see Spectres and SMGs. Envy is the only one with the classic in his hand. And Smokes are going to deny the entry so far for the side of A short from LRX. There's a drone coming in from Hermione. He's going to deny them information. Mock, he's going to be discovered with his shotgun. The nade's gonna come in and push them back. The shotgun are doing so much damage from the side of Aesop, but Mock with the judge!
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god!
Whoa. Mox read that perfectly. He had that judge on him. He holds that U-Haul position. That such short range position just favors the judge for him, and he takes 3 of them down with his backup coming in from Elias and Savage, I believe, and taking the round for themselves. Even it was a force buy coming in from LRX, and LRX now have to save and give the 11th round to GSC Headhunters, and now they're on a roll. Mock has got this popped up. Mock is popping off all over the place. Aesop is popping off all over the place as well. And now we can see they're gonna stick with the Spectres from last round. Mock would have to buy a Spectre though. LRX on an eco with the sheriffs, but we have seen them pulling out rounds from with sheriffs, with those one taps coming in from Hermione and Lunatic as well. They're gonna aggress over at hookah and long right now, creating a lot of noise, giving a lot of information, putting down so many utilities. But the smokes are not gonna come in as Mok takes down Envious. The trade comes in from Pyojin, but Sasuke is gonna take him down, and the spike is dropped from long right now as Sasuke takes down Hermione as well. The teleporter comes out from Elias, and he's gonna aggress over at hookah and take both of them down as the round goes for GSC Headhunters as they only lose one man. Water round coming in from them. Although it was an eco from LRX, I feel like they could have done so much more, just playing it a little bit slow, just trying to get those frags, trying to take those long range fights, as they know they have they have only specters, which are not good for long range fights. They had sheriffs, they could have taken those fights, but in the end they just tried to force aside and was just refused by Sasuke and Mok.
This is such a tall ask for LRX to come back from this. They do have guns this round. Even if they win one round, I think GSC do know that they have those rifles in their hands and they're gonna play aggressive in B long. A split push though by LRX, so they won't find much people there. Aesop, oh my god. He might catch Kyojin.
You're dead.
What? And they get a fragment? Oh, Mok saves him. What is
Mok
this
has
round?
his back.
But on the other side, look at that. Hermione taking down Savage Elias with a trade onto Lunatic. Still a 2v4. You can see LRX in this shower position. They're trying to push into the side. And we see the players Elias. He's stuck in this U-Haul side all alone. He has to play quite safe though. He has a Spectre in this U-Haul position. It could be really useful. High fire rate, much accuracy. But it won't do much if he is gunned down from the side of Envious, who's going to completely ignore him and go to CT. We're going to see the rest of the players of GSC holding this bomb. And they have rifles in their hands now, so... I mean, this could be a really successful round for them if they're... I mean, not winning with those Spectres, defeating a force by Elias, though, not having the same fate. He's going to get taken out by Hermione, but that does give information that Hermione can push through this market region in mid. And Mok is just waiting for them, but Envious, he's already in hookah. And they're unaware of him. Envious, they do not look at him at all. He gets the bomb and Hermione gets the trade. That was such a winnable round. How did they lose that?
I don't know, Kirito. What happened there?
Such a profitable round.
Yeah, exactly.
They won equals, they won force buys with those Spectres, and they advanced to rifles, but picking them up, they didn't have to buy them. They picked them up. That would have been such a big achievement economy-wise.
Well, Envious just lurking over at that CT, they had no idea, and Hermione with the distraction over at market just getting their attention, all three of them looking at one angle, and Envious just just got into that hookah unattended, and he took two of them down as Hermione ended it, taking down Mok, and now they're gonna aggress over at Showers as Envious takes the ult point without any contest coming in from GSC Headhunters, but doesn't get the ult though. He still needs 3 points, while Experiment 52 and his men are gonna lurk up over at A short. The Swarm Grenade is gonna come out from Lunatic to force Elias out of this U-Haul angle. And the turret is maybe, never mind, they're gonna fall back over at Market.
Oh no,
I think they're trying to go over at B, but Envious trying to get any frag over here, holding that angle over at Truck. Mok spots him out though. The rotation does come in as GSC Headhunters has 3 players down at A side, and Aesop is already rotating over at A side as well. I don't know why they're doing that. There's only one player spotted over at Showers, and Sasuke is now all alone over at the B side. He's gonna have to play it very smartly. I think he should go for that retake. He cannot take 5 players all of his own.
Left.
I think he gets the sound cue from Lunatic, but I don't think he cannot do anything. He gets smoked off, and they're gonna get the side just like that, and the plant is gonna go down very soon enough. As Hermione takes 2 of them down, what a collapse coming in from him. Aesop and Mok are down. It's a 3v5 situation in favor of Lariox right now. Make it a 2v5, make it a 1v5 as Elias has to flush this out. Takes 1 down, takes 2 down, but he's caught in a crossfire and he will get taken down eventually as the 6th round comes on the board for LRX. Can we see a comeback now, Kirito?
I mean, it is difficult. 6-11. There's quite a gap in GC. They have lost some money economy wise. If they do lose this next round, they're going to be in a bit of a trouble. Ace up going for a risky operator buy, but LRX, this is the thing about them. If they gain some momentum, they will definitely be going more aggressive and having, I mean, even if they're playing like super brain dead aggressive, they will still have some utility. They will still have some coordination in them, which will be really difficult for them to counter. So LRX, definitely don't count him out of this just yet. We're going to see an aggressive push by Mock, holding this cubby angle in A short. There is a bot placed by Lunatic. And he's not going to spot him. That will be spotting Elias though. And we're going to see a lot of noise made by LRX in B region. The ultimate being pulled by NBS. Oh, Ace up sinking his teammate. Sasuke does get taken out though. Ace up still alive. He's falling back. He's gonna have to fall back with the operator as he's being chased by NBS. He does spot him and kill the running back. But the bomb plant is gonna go down and they're gonna let go of the side. He still has that operator and he misses the shot on the Kyojin. He's gonna go for a second peek. But the wall is there to give away the information. He's gonna walk through it. What is this aggression coming out of this man? With an operator. We're gonna see Trace going back and forth. He's gonna get a frag onto NBS. How is he still alive? 1v3. It's all onto Kyojin, but from behind Mock, he's surrounded from all sides and he cannot win that at all.
Dude, this Ace-up guy has no fear whatsoever when he has an op in his hand. He's just going in.
The
He's
bravery
going
to
in.
walk in with an operator in a
Exactly.
And he's
Through
still got
the-
frags. He's still
through
got
the
frags with that.
Phoenix ult, he was unaccounted for. No one looked at him. He played it so smart, but he could have been taken down if they were a little bit more careful, if they were holding a little bit more aggressive angle. But Aesop just read that and just got inside without any obstacles, whatever, and just getting the round for his team as he's gonna take that operator
look at this,
onto
look at this.
hookah and he's gonna peek there and get Hermione. The dash comes
He's
out. He's
running
not gonna
away.
get taken out. Oh my god. LRX are not just trying to force this B side, and NBS gets tagged down by the drone. Savage takes
my God,
Lunatic down.
Aesop
Aesop
off,
with another
man.
one onto Experiment. This guy, no one's stopping this guy. LRX NBS though takes him down. Kyojin with the frag onto Ilias. No trades come in from GSC Headhunters right now as Mock is gonna come in, but Savage gets the frag though. The ult is gonna come out from Kyojin as he plants the bomb over at A Showers. The green box plant is coming down. Takes a lot of damage from the swarm grenades, but now he's in a 1v3 situation. I think he should have gone aggressed over at Heaven because this is what they're expecting. They're expecting that he's to be at Showers because the bomb is planted for Showers. As they're gonna clear out every angle possible over at the A side, and Kyojin takes the first frag though. 7 bullets left. Takes another, but doesn't connect the third shot as Mock is gonna take him down. An almost clutch coming out from Kyojin, but GSC Headhunters are just gonna get that round for themselves as Mock cleans it up, and they get map number 2. And believe it or not, we're getting a map number 3 as GSC Headhunters goes up against LRX in Icebox.
What a match it was. And I mean, I sort of expected GSC to bounce back. I do know that they, after losing a map, they will definitely analyze that matchup. They will figure out their weaknesses. They'll figure out the weaknesses of their opponents. But I did not expect them to hit back that strong, though. And Aesop, he's like, okay, guys, I don't care what you're doing. He's just fragging out of his mind. And with that operator, too, how has he done that? 26 and 10. He's even got 10 assists on his back, which is the most assists in this matchup, only matched by Savage and his team. So, I mean, GSC are looking stronger than ever. And considering we're going to the map of Icebox, I think Aesop's going to have even more fun there, considering that map has so much verticality, having so many like top to bottom angles to clear, so many places above the ground level to play from. That Jet is going to be really valuable there. But on the other side, I have to say, the Experiment 52, he's going to have a feel there too as well. The Raze is also really good at going into these off angles and playing with that those explosive utilities, do the damage to the players and force them out of positions, which is so well done by the players of LRX. So I'm expecting an absolute brawl out in the map of Icebox. I don't know about you guys, but I'm expecting so much action there. So hopefully we're going to see a great match. So we're gonna take a short break before we start out the final map, which is gonna be the deciding map. We're gonna be back after this break to bring you this matchup. I mean, I just can't wait. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us, share the stream, like, follow the page, do all that stuff, and we will be back in a while.
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ESPL কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ইএসপিএল কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম। বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ, যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয় স্থান হিসেবে শিরোনাম দেওয়া। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে অংশ নেওয়া সমস্ত 6টি দল পরের মাসের অপেশাদার কাপে আবার প্রতিযোগিতা করে বেরিয়ে আসতে হবে, যার উদ্দেশ্য নতুন এবং উন্নত দলগুলিকে অপেশাদার কাপে প্রতিযোগিতার সুযোগ দেওয়া। এর দ্বারা ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে আরও অভিজ্ঞ দলের সাথে তাদের দক্ষতা পরীক্ষার চক্রটি পুনরাবৃত্তি করা হচ্ছে। আমরা অর্থাৎ ইএসপিএল কিভাবে বাংলাদেশের দলগুলি পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজে পারফর্ম করে তা দেখার অপেক্ষায় রয়েছি। আপনার স্কোয়াড প্রস্তুত করুন এবং সিরিজটি শুরু হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত থাকুন। গুড লাক এজেন্টস।
Every young gamer wants to become an esports professional. We make it happen. You just keep on winning.
স্বাগতম। বাংলাদেশের জন্য ESPL Valorant PowerUp সিরিজ ফরম্যাটে আপনাকে জানাই স্বাগতম। এই সিরিজটি রায়ট গেমস দক্ষিণ এশিয়া সমর্থিত একটি উদ্যোগ, যা বাংলাদেশের ভেতরে অপেশাদার গেমারদের প্রতিভা বজায় রাখতে এবং বৃদ্ধি করতে সহায়তা করবে। এর সুবিধার্থে পাওয়ার আপ সিরিজটিতে প্রতি মাসে 2টি প্রাইজ পুল সহ 2টি টুর্নামেন্ট থাকবে। প্রতিটি মাস শুরু হবে একটি বাছাই পর্বের সাথে, যেখানে সবগুলি দল সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষ 8টি দল পর্যন্ত, এবং এই 8টি দল অ্যামেচার কাপে উত্তীর্ণ হবে। এই 8টি দল ডাবল এলিমিনেশনে লড়াই করবে এবং বিজয়ী শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল আমন্ত্রিত হবে ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপে প্রতিযোগিতা করবে শীর্ষস্থানীয় 3টি দল এবং আমন্ত্রিত 3টি দল। ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের সময় অপেশাদার কাপ এবং ইনভিটেশনাল কাপের শীর্ষ 2টি দল উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে এবং তৃতীয় স্থানের দলগুলি একই পর্বের নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটে খেলবে। প্রথম রাউন্ডের প্রতিটি ম্যাচ হবে সিঙ্গল এলিমিনেশন ফরম্যাটে। উচ্চ ব্র্যাকেটের 2টি বিজয়ী দল তারপর ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্যায়ে এগিয়ে যাবে। ডাবল এলিমিনেশন পর্বে হেরে যাওয়া দলটি তখন নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের দলের বিপক্ষে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করবে। এই পর্যায়ে নিম্ন ব্র্যাকেটের যে দলটি হারবে তাদেরকে তৃতীয়।
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESPL Valorant PowerUp Series 5 Invitational Tournament. And this match in the round 1 match, the round one match two between GSC and LRX. I mean, this match is so intense that I'm actually messing up my words right now. Is between GSC Headhunters and LRX Esports, and we're going to the third map, ladies and gentlemen. After an impressive performance from GSC on the second map, they were absolutely devastating from their end, both attacking and defending halves, I have to say. And I mean, a little less on the attacking side, but in defense, they were absolutely going crazy, especially players like Aesop and Mock are fragging out of their minds, and the teammates were providing good support too. So their aggression has really increased. The utility usage was there. It could have been a bit better, but that aggression, that forceful push towards those sides, those gunfight wins were enough to throw LRs off their game, enough to take the second map. And we're now going to the third and decider map, which is the infamous Icebox, which is not the most well-known map in the Valorant map pool, but we're gonna go to it since this is the decider map picked by the teams. So joining me in my in casting this matchup is Faxer. Faxer, how are we doing now? Are you good?
Yeah, we're good, and we can see the agent lineups are agent picks are coming in. Kyojin with that Sage, but GSC not opting to go for any Sage because, but in a map like Icebox, you really need Sage to get the plans down. Wall off that tube when you're defending, to just block off that sideline, and anyone can just lurk over at tube, or the GSC is gonna struggle over at the attacking side when they cannot plant due to the spams coming in over at B side, and the A side is just so open over at due to the Sage wall not being there. They're gonna have a hard time planting the bomb. Now we can see
Definitely,
we can-
Sage is really important there, but I do understand. But if you do have a good team awareness from both sides, if you do have players holding all the angles, considering they have a killjoy, it shouldn't be that difficult. It will be definitely tough in the attacking side, but let's see how they play this in these first few rounds. Get away, Faxer.
So we move on to the first pistol round. We can see Hermione popping that drone off, trying to get some info over at B-Long. And they're gonna aggress over at yellow. They know the info over at yellow. They're gonna leave the site. GSC Headhunters. Only Sasuke is there, and the rotation has come in the form of Mock and Savage. The wall is gonna go down, and Kyojin's gonna get the plan down just like that. The swarm grenade comes down, takes no damage though, Kyojin. And it's a 5v5 retake for GSC Headhunters right now. As they move into yellow, smokes are coming in. Sasuke trying to break that clear, helping out his teammates. Aesop with the first frag onto Kyojin. The overheal comes out from Mock. As he gets the second frag, Kyojin, Mock, and Elias breaking them down. The fish come in, but it's a 1v3 situation for Hermione, and he gets taken down by Mock. Anyways, the first round goes to GSC Headhunters. They played it very smart. Sasuke just waiting for his teammates to come to the side, as he knows he's alone in there and he cannot hold all of them off all on his own. He cannot do that. He waited for his team, he waited for the smokes, and then they went on to yellow and just cleaned it up for the retake.
I mean, it was a good round coming out of GSC, despite it only being a pistol round. I have to say it was really well played. They were they do see the aggression coming out of Aesop and Mock, and the rest of the players is holding the other side of yellow. So it's a really well played round. You see a mid push coming down from the players of LRX, and they're just running in. They don't give no damn about the Spectres. They're just pushing into the side. They have mid control right now, and a lot of pressure onto Sasuke. He's gonna fall back. I think X52 saw him. He's gonna smoke it up. The bot does give away information. He dashes in. Does provide a dink though, but not to take him down. Savage will frag onto Lunatic. Envious gets the finishing off shot onto Sasuke, but Savage, he's gonna take him down. And the players from LRX have completely given up the side. They are in this kitchen/market region. Hermione getting the first round onto Aesop. 3v3. Hermione with the second one, picking up the Spectre. He's spamming into the smoke, trying to get some frags. But the recon's gonna go in. He's gonna try and deny. He will be able to deny the bomb plant. As Mock takes down Hermione, Kyojin gets the one more frag onto Elias. It's a 1v1 Mock. He's going for the defuse. He's taking it from above. Kyojin connects. And they win the round, doing severe economic damage to the side of GSC Headhunters. And we're gonna see a full buy coming in for the side of LRX, despite the save coming in from Kyojin with the bonus weapon. GSC, they are in a really tough spot.
What a thrifty coming out from LRX, the lurk from Hermione over at Kitchen just proved so fruitful for them as he got a Spectre for himself, and the clutch from Kyojin was just what they needed to get that round. And it's 1-1 on the scoreline, and GSC are on a save right now. Only two shorties coming out from Mok and Sasuke respectively. The drone is gonna come out. I think it's gonna spot Sasuke, but he's gonna take down Envious anyways, but gets traded out by Experiment. He knew what he was going into. It was a suicide attempt, but he still gets Envious though. The drone was just a little late to spot him out, as Experiment 52 is with the Phantom.
The head of Mok, the head of Mok.
Mok just trying to get that frag on two. Just
One
get that
enemy remaining.
Experiment. What are you doing? Two clean headshots coming in from it. It's a 1v4 situation for Aesop. And he only has a classic. If he would have picked up an ultimate orb, maybe he would have gotten that out, but he's gonna get taken down by Kyojin anyways, as LRX get their second round. What a play coming out from Experiment. Over to you, Kirito.
That was just an absolute rush coming in from the side of LRX. They knew the weapons disadvantage was in play. GSC did not have the rifles in their hands. They didn't even have SMGs. So despite an early frag coming out from Sasuke being traded out, the utility from Killjoy was immediately cancelled out. And GSC, they weren't ready to play that retake. Mok missing those shots with the judge did not help. So we're going to see LRX immediately taking a lead 2-1. They even have two ultimates in play. A revive coming out from Kyojin and Experiment 52 with his Blade Storm. So we're going to see again aggression coming out towards this B main region. They will be pushing in with Sova's drone, which is Hermione. And they'll be spotting Sasuke all the way in Snowman. So he definitely cannot peek right now because they know his position. The smokes have been put into the site. And that's going to give them less chance to put any more sprays on. The wall is going to come up for Kyojin. He's trying to go for the bomb plant. The utility from Killjoy has been destroyed to deny. And we're going to see Experiment 52 taking some tags through the smoke, but they're going to fall back. They're going to successfully put the bomb down. And they're going to play the retake right now. Still a 5v5. I'm sorry, and still winnable for both sides. As we see, the recon coming in from Savage, spotting out every single player. Hermione with the first strike traded by Mok. But Kyojin with another trade. Mok keeps just trading away. He's going to overheal himself. You can see Lunatic getting a frag. Exili, Mok and I don't know what I'm saying right now. It's a 1v1 and to the smoke.
Almost.
52 gets the frag onto Mok. What a pandemonium. I didn't even know what I was saying half the time there. I'm just looking at the kill feed, looking at the map. The frags were coming down left and right. But in the end, it was LRX who were able to cancel out the frags coming in from Mok, coming in from Aesop and all the players. And the 1v1 was won by Experiment 52, so in the end it was their victory, and it's a really well played round, really aggressive play coming in from them. I think GSC, they still need to find a really passive answer to this aggression. You can't really fight fire with a team like LRX, which is the same thing Sasuke is doing every round, even in this eco with a Sheriff. He's holding this aggressive angle, his utility is really important, even that 1/3, he does do some damage to Envy. Oh my god, NVS is so low. And he's gonna, we're gonna see Experiment 52 dashing in, avoiding those shock darts coming in from Savage. Really well played shock darts. Envious. Waiting for a heal from Kyojin. He will get that heal as the bomb plant is trying to go down. The wall has been placed, but we're gonna see Luna taking the first frag onto Aesop, and Experiment 52. This crispy flicks coming out from him. Sasuke does get the trade on, and it's a 1v4. The share shots are clean too. He's almost gonna get another one, but Hermione with the Vandal is not going to allow him any more frags. 1 for the scoreline in favor of LRX, and that was such a dominant side push. That was a good attempt by Sasuke. If he got enough frag early on there by Envious, maybe this round could have been different. But overall, it was a great attempt, and LRX, their aggression is just unmatched right now. So let's see what GSC come up with to try and counter this strategy they have.
Well, we can see the counter right here, and it's Aesop with the operator pick. He's gonna go super aggressive right now, I'm pretty sure. Getting those off picks like the last map, he getting over aggressive, but they're gonna go onto the other side of where Aesop's holding the operator with. They're gonna go into the B along, droning it out. Experiment 52 slowly just creating some space for his team, getting that info over at B main. But now Sasuke is holding a passive angle over at Snowman, where Mok is just trying to hold that bomb plant position over at the green box. We can see there Now gonna rush into B side, execute it. The wall is gonna come down, but
Oh,
it's gonna be
so much
broken down by
damage done.
Mob. Kyojin is very low right now, heals himself up. Lunatic and Kyojin getting those frags, entries over at Sasuke and Mok right now. As Kyojin gets another one, Savage with the trade though, but Hermione's gonna take him down. It's a 1v4 and Elias cannot do much rather than taking down Hermione, and he will get traded down by Kyojin. Nice round coming out from LRX, and Aesop does lose his operator. That's gonna cost them very much, and I think they need to save another round, and it's gonna be a scoreline of 1-6, and they need to come back from that. It's gonna be very hard for them after losing that operator from Aesop. Aesop just not being able to frag out like the last map. He's trying his best, but he just cannot connect those shots and get those over aggressive peaks over as he did in the last map.
And I have to say, I think my point was my point was proven in that round back there, because GSC, they need to play a lot more passively. They have Killjoy utilities, they have Sova utilities, which are really good and versatile. We have seen Savage shoot those shouters, those recons, providing so much information. I think it's fine if you try and go for that early frag, try and aggress towards this B long or this B main region. But I think you should try and back off, not really risk, not really go all, kamikaze or like suicidal attempt. No, just dying for a teammate, trying to get a frag before dying. Instead of that, try and just do some damage and fall back and play with your teammates. We didn't see Mock, even in that quote, as the bomb plan was going down, as they denied the bomb plant, he was still trying to aggress, and that really cost him his life there. Yeah, we see Savage, he does get one frag, but he doesn't back off. They're still just going for those aggressive peaks. I know they're an aggressive team, but they have to play a lot more passively in this matchup, as we see a crossfire set up by Aesop and Monk, the duelist, with shorties and Singers, but they're not gonna be able to survive that, as Hermione's gonna get the first frag onto Aesop, but Savage with the counter ultimate, and he's gonna get another one! Elias with another frag onto NVS, making this a 3v3. The revive is immediately there. I'm not sure who got revived there, because there was so much on the kill feed there. The entire kill feed just lit up, as we see a teleport coming in from Lunatic, and he's gonna teleport to this backside, hiding behind these stairs. And I think GSC are oblivious, but Mock puts in a clear to just to be safe. But that doesn't matter as Elias. What? The damage has been done by Lunatic, making this a 1v2. It is all on the Savage with only 45 HP. He does have a shotgun and recon, but he is getting aggressed by Kyojin, and the timing is not on his favor. As Kyojin finishes things off, getting the frag and making this 6-1 scoreline. So far, I mean, GSC, they aren't finding the proper counter to whatever LR and LR's is just pushing B every round.
Yeah, exactly.
They know
what they're doing.
They know they should expect a B push. I mean, even if LRX all of a sudden they decide, okay, let's go A, you know what, they're expecting us at B. I still would really appreciate GSC having actually a proper setup at B. Like, okay, even if they rush B this time, hopefully we'll have a good counter. Hopefully we'll be having a really good passive setup in this B side. We're gonna see, Aesop finally getting a frag on mid with that operator. He's gonna fall back towards B main because activity has been picked up from the players, Elias and Savage. They're gonna be falling back towards mid as well. Now the orb has been taken by the players of LRX, and they're gonna be falling back as Aesop dashes into the angle. But he's not gonna find anybody, as the rest of the players have rotated. The only one in A right now is a Killjoy, which is Sasuke. But although met some resistance in mid region by GSC, they're trying to peek under this tube, but so far they're not finding any frags. See Savage trying to jiggle and maybe get a dink or two. But right now the players of LRX are swarming towards the A side. Utilities are being used, and the players are ready for them. We're gonna see NVS putting out his Leers. The wall is being used, but the Killjoy utility denying the bomb plant, doing damage. For Kyojin, he's gonna have to heal back, and he's now falling back all the way towards the other side. They're trying to quick rotate to the side of B, but he stopped.
Spike down.
The time, and he gets the bomb as well. They're gonna have to rotate mid, but seeing
30
some
seconds
kitchen
left.
control taken by Hermione. And we do see Elias trying to push through. I'm not sure if he expects it. And Hermione gets an easy frag. They're making this a 4v2 now, as Savage, he gets another trade in.
There.
And ultimate still available for Experiment 52, but NVS lurking near this kitchen position. Mock is very close to. Oh my god, this can all come down to. Envious is the one who spots him first. You can see Savage's recall spotting him and ace off. 3 kills with the operator. They know exactly where Envious is, and he gets the 4K. This man is just so crazy with the operator. He's getting frags left, right, and center. There's nothing LRX could do in that round to stop him. His positioning, his game sense is so well. He's standing exactly the perfect position to get some frags, and his accuracy is so good. He doesn't miss those shots. And GSC finally getting a round after losing, I think, 6 in a row. That will give them some momentum. LRX was still going able to go for those first 5, but this momentum is what GSC need. After losing that first map, they use that momentum, then confidence to take the second map. And this is exactly, I think, what they should replicate. Play more passively, play with the operator, play with the utilities as we go into this next round.
Well, the momentum breaks down for LRX, but the kill feed is rising up for Aesop as he gets an angle over at B long. Is he gonna make with experiment? No, experiment 52 with an AWP on his own, I guess, but he misses it. Envious gets taken down. Envious is super mad right now. He was supposed to clear that angle experiment, but he doesn't. Mog, though, only player left in yellow. He's gonna be isolated, but Aesop is gonna come back for him, providing backup for him as Mog holds that angle over at yellow. Elias, on the other hand, over at the green box position, holding an off angle. Mog taking down Experiment 52. Kyojin with the trade over at Mog. Aesop with another one over at Lunatic. He only has 1 bullet left. And when 20 HP, can he take another one down? Takes Kyojin down. Oh, Aesop, you're turning it around. You're turning things around. Hermione picks up an operator of his own, and he's now in a 1v3 situation. He has full HP, but can he do anything in this round to take the round for his team? He's gonna switch the gun out and take a Vandal for himself as he gets the first shot onto Aesop, but it's gonna be traded instantly by Elias.
That was a good shot.
What a round coming in from GSC. Yeah, nice cross replacement coming in from him, and the headshot just connects, taking Aesop down. But nonetheless, GSC is gonna take the round, and Aesop is just popping off all over the place. He's just taking him down, taking those peaks. He's not afraid of anyone anymore because he has got that operator in his hand.
And he's so good with that, even in these quick picks where he knows the enemy has the advantage in these medium and close ranges. Still going for those picks, and he's so brave too. He still gets those shots, by the way. So, I mean, Aesop, a really big factor for GSC right now. The success depends on it. And for the first time in the match, we're going to see an A push at the start of the round from LRX. And I think GSC already are aware of their presence here. We're going to see a drone come in, though, from Hermione. And Experiment 52, he's trying to aggress. He does spot out Elias, but Mock is still in his backside. He's walking in the smoke. He loves to do that so much. He does get spammed, though. He's going to lose some HP. Even counter spams. Rock darts coming out from Savage. Not going to do much damage onto the players of LRX. Still a 5v5 as the bomb plant has gone down. Retake, but Hermione's going to change that. Sasuke taken out. And Mock, he's trying to get the frag onto Envious, but he's walled off. And a 4v5. Aesop, though, with his ultimate, gets 1 frag. Mock with another one. Envious just get a trade. And Experiment 52. A triple kill to finish things off in this round. 7-3 the score, saving his team. Because Mock and Aesop were looking dangerous there with those frags. But from behind, through the smoke, he gets those triple kills. He finishes the round off. And we're going to see LRX still maintaining that lead, breaking the momentum for GSC.
Well, LRX at last understood that B is not going to work for them anymore as Aesop has that operator pick over there. But reading that perfectly, they went onto the A side and just forced them out, and the wall comes on, the plan goes down, and they take the round for themselves after a good post-plan positions come out. And Aesop doesn't have the operator anymore. He does have a Vandal, though. He's gonna get aggressive again.
Still playing aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. But he's gonna get slow. I think Hermione knows this. Hermione takes Sasuke down, but they don't know about Aesop. He takes the sound cue. Why did you do that, Aesop? Why would you do that? Kyojin takes him down. Experiment 52 with the to Savage, and Hermione onto Mock. The 1v5 for Elias, and he has nothing to do but
save.
Yeah, exactly. They have no money.
They have no money whatsoever.
That's the end of the round for itself. But I think LRX should go for the hunt. They have the money. They can hunt him down. It's gonna be so valuable. They're gonna lose the only Vandal that they have left, the only rifle that they would have in the next round as we move on to the last round of the first half.
Considering this is a defensive half for GSC. I feel like they should have performed better in the earlier stages of the matchup. Like they played those last couple of rounds. If they only had performed like that um, before, played passive and letting Aesop just do his thing, play off the operator. If he misses a shot, you go in for the double peek. You use the utility to provide cover for him. If they used those strategies before, I think they would have seen much success. As we see Elias being discovered by Experiment 52, and he does take him out though, but he's still well known. But a shot on the Kyojin, good economic damage though. But I think it's still recoverable for the side of LRX.
Before the switch.
We do see Experiment 52 having nearly 9,000 credits, so not much damage done. I think GSC are trying to force buy with whatever gun they can manage to get.
They need
We
to
do
force
see-
buy the last round.
They need to, yes. Playing the last round before the switch up, and I mean in the last few matches they have been playing these last rounds with eco weapons, which is something you should really plan out. Plan your economy that way. Plan your team strats that way. That you don't have to play these last rounds with bad weapons. But so far, we're gonna see a couple of judges, even a marshal coming from Savage. As we can see, Experiment 52 leading the charge, being the tip of the knife for LRX as they rush towards his B side. A lot of utility denying the entrance though, but Experiment 52 is still going, using up all his knives. But Aesop, 2 frags. He's gonna take out Lunatic, he's gonna take out Kyojin. Oh, Asuka with a cover up, saving Mock with a frag onto NVS Reina diff, if I might say. And he spots Hermione out, and Hermione tapping away, gets a shot onto Mock, 32 HP only, as the rest of the players are just rushing in. He has the bomb, he can run towards them, maybe get a bomb plan down, maybe camp around this position, play with them, but it's gonna be difficult to win this round, I think. If he does, it's gonna be probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, but still gonna be really. Oh, he's even gonna put out the ultimate. It is the last round. He doesn't connect though. I think he barely missed.
He's just doing it for the sake.
Yeah, they're just like, they barely missed each other. But Aesop, a clean shot, finishing things up onto Hermione, and 8-4 the score. Despite being in a disadvantage, I have my money on GSC because they're still feeling the momentum despite losing a round or two in those last few matches. And so in the last half of the match, they still have momentum. They still have confidence on Aesop. Aesop and Mock are actually feeling really good on their fragging abilities. So if they don't lose their hope, if they still maintain that same composure, I feel like they have a really good chance at coming back. But it is still a lot of pressure. The 4 rounds, the difference. See what they come up with. I'm really intrigued to see what they come up with.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because they have no Sage, and as I said, I'm not buying that. Without a Sage, you cannot plan. That's not gonna happen. Yes, it's gonna be very, very hard for them to get these rounds in attacking
And
side.
even if they plan,
just
the
come
post
back.
plans are going to be difficult too.
Yeah, exactly right. But we're gonna see a rush coming in from them as they take the A side. The ball is gonna come out very late from Kyojin as the Experiment 52 takes the first back. The trades are coming in as Aesop takes down one onto NVS.
Experiment
The
52, what was
head is
that?
gonna come down from the wall of Kyojin. What is happening? Experiment
One
52
enemy
with the
remaining.
3k, 22 HP left.
Player
Oh,
standing.
try to take down Elias, but he
alive?
takes him down. Elias,
Oh my god, what?
The clutch onto Hermione.
How does he win?
LRX just threw that round. Hermione
How?
and
I need
and
to see a
Experiment
replay.
52, what are you doing?
I'm watching the production replay right now. How did he connect that last shot?
That is not how you play a 2v1 situation.
gonna
You need to buddy up. You need to
He's
play
gonna.
for those
I mean, he dinked. Experiment dinked him. He flicked onto him, and I don't. The Omen was above him, and he gets a shot. I don't know what's happening. Wins that somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, Elias just got the round handed to him. It was not his round. He got dinked. He had like 20 to 30 HP left, and Hermione just using that rope, like trying to play out of luck because we know that when you get on the rope, your gunplay is not as precise as it would be if you're standing or crouching or even running. But Hermione took that gamble and didn't actually connect his shots as they lose the first round of the second half. I think there's a technical pause coming in from GSC Headhunters right now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna wait up for sort of regrouping and everything, and using this technical pause to their advantage to sort of set up for how they planned. What do you think their strategy should be, Faxer? They have the momentum right now. They have the first person round. What should their strat be?
Well, last round, as we saw, Kyojin just made that wall for them. I don't know what that wall was for. Kyojin did that because GSC Headhunters has no Sage. They need to use. They don't have any walls for planting, but Kyojin just handed them that wall last round. But that's not gonna happen every round. I'm pretty sure of it. As I think they need some map controls. They need some picks. They cannot just rush in as heights and just get the plan down. That's not gonna happen if you don't have a Sage. But one thing they can do is go over aggressive with Aesop and Mok. We know how these two duelists work, Reina and Jet. They just need to go over aggressive, get those frags in, get that man advantage. Or they can play slow, play for those picks, just get those lurks in and take them down from the inside.
Definitely a really viable strategy, and I agree with that strategy. So the lack of Sage has to be recovered in from the other players, and that definitely puts a lot of pressure on Kyojin, I have to say, because he will be a prime target for the side of GSC. Disabling that Sage wall will definitely affect the players of LRX quite a bit, quite a bit, having no heals and not having that wall on their side. Although they're not using the wall like it is usually used, like most teams like to use, it immediately block off the tube region, denying a mid rush and putting them into this little chokehold under the tube region, where they can set up a really good crossfire. But still, it is really useful also in this A side, having these tight corners and all this constricted space. It's going to be really difficult to play in that region, especially with the Sage wall in the in the bomb site. So we're going to see GSC as the round has been unpaused. We're going to see them shift from this A side to the B side, where only one player is present. We're going to see 4 players stacking that A side. Hermione, the only one for LRX, putting this B side all on his own with a classic. He has full utility, no bit of armor at all, and he hears the noise. He's like, "Okay, guys, help me, please." As we see, reports are coming in.
He has
He's
no
still
idea
able
what
to
is
survive,
coming.
though. He's still able to survive, though, as the rotations are going to come in from LRX. They need to get the bomb plan quick because there is no Sage to provide cover for them while they plan the bomb, though. Hermione is still low on HP. They're still providing cover for him as the bomb plan goes on the bomb. He's going to deny Envious. Elias getting a frag. Ace up and every single player is getting a frag there. Sasuke, the only casualty for GSC, but on the flank is Kyojin, though. I think they are aware of him. They should be aware of him, but he only has a classic in his hand. He's so far hiding, not really showing where he is. And the players of GSC are just excited. They just want to get this last frag. They just want to equalize things as quick as possible. Oh, Kyojin lands a right click, but Savage with the save. He's going to protect his teammate here and not allowing them to take out any more players from their team. That's going to be economic advantage regardless of how many players are alive. We do see Sasuke still he is able to go for a rifle if he wants, or one of his teammates can buy him a rifle. So rifle could be in play from the side of GSC, but for LRX, this is a full buy. So this is another test. If I think GSC are able to win this round, win this with those less advantageous weapons, I think they will be able to go for an equalizer, considering that in the next round after this round, LRX will have to go for an eco. So a lot riding on this round, in my opinion.
Exactly, Sasuke with that sheriff though. Aesop just trying to make that peak. I don't think he should do that because he only has a Spectre in this
That
long range
angle
fight.
is so dirty.
He's not supposed to do that. But the drone comes out, getting some info over at pipes as Mock is gonna get in silently creeping, but
What?
Experiment
They
52
don't
with
check
an off
that angle?
angle. That off angle just
Savage didn't
takes him
check that
out.
angle?
Yeah, the
With the
drone should have
drone?
just checked that, but that's a mistake
I-
from him coming in from him. That might cost them the round as Mock gets taken down. It's a 4v5 situation in favor of LRX right now. As GSC are trying to rotate over to the B side with Aesop trying to entry over there, and on his back he's got Elias with the spike, but Elias is not gonna. Never
think
mind,
he's
he is gonna
trying to
commit.
fake.
Yeah,
trying to fake
trying to fake with a smoke. I don't think they're gonna take it. One smoke cannot fake for your side, Elias. That's not how these upper level plays work.
30 seconds
As
left.
Aesop is gonna spot out Lunatic right now. The dart comes in, and Aesop and Savage takes down Lunatic and Hermione respectively. Aesop with 17 HP left. It's a 4v3 situation in favor of GSC right now. Savage has got a gun, but he's gonna get taken down by Kyojin. It's a 3v3. They make it 3v3. The retake is gonna come in from LRX, but the lurk coming in from Sasuke.
They aren't aware, they weren't aware of him. Sasuke!
Kyojin down. Aesop with 17 HP. Takes
Oh!
experiment down. Sasuke
He
with
landed
the
a shot
tap.
of him.
145 HP, but Envious gets the heal with the frag onto Aesop, but I don't think he's gonna be able to defuse it because they've got the crossfire set up. Ilios just jiggles over there, trying to get some info. Just the info that he's not defusing. Envious has no time. He has got to fall back, and I think the spy's gonna take him down anyways. Yeah, he's gonna take him down anyways, as Sasuke is the only member alive from GSC Headhunters, and they get the round for themselves. What a round coming out from them.
That was an eco round too, from coming out from GSC. I'm not an eco, it's a bonus round.
It's
Sorry,
a bonus,
my bad.
yeah.
It was a bonus round. They had less superior weapons, but I have to say Sasuke. I think it was the least likely player I thought would live, but considering that he's the only one with a sheriff, but he in the end was the most valuable player, coming in from the flank, saving Aesop and Savage from Aesop and Elias from taking on 3 players on their own with less superior weapons in such close ranges. So props to him, but still the economic damage has been done to LRX, so they're gonna have to go for a sort of a half buy right now. We do see a couple of marshals coming in from Hermione and Envious. Lunatic. Oh, Envious
whoa.
taking down Aesop. Headshots with the marshal. Experiment 52 has the ultimate. Sasuke with a trade on Hermione, but Experiment 52 back on the Savage Mark with the trade. 3v3 and Envious getting pushed. Spectres, that range, the Marshal is not going to be that much effective. Kyojin trying to rotate from mid, trying to look out for the players. There's only one player in this A region, and he has fallen back. Envious, as the ball plan is going to go down by Sasuke. He has, Mark has the Empress now. He's going to go above this tube, and he doesn't spot anybody. He's going to have to fall back. You can see players of GSC trying to play this post plan, but Mark gets the first frag. Oh, he's going to dismiss away. The reflexes on this man are so sharp. And both players are on the backside for LRX. And they're gonna have to win this really difficult to win point scenario. There's so much utility there from Killjoy. As Mo gets a frag. Envious though, nice headshot, but Sasuke with the follow-up refrag onto him and making this an 8-8. They have not given a single round to LRX in this stacking half. And having this dominant performance, they are back in this matchup, 8-8 the score. And things are looking really viable for GSC right now. This match win is really much possible for them.
Well, we can see the operator coming out from Experiment 52. This is gonna be very interesting to see. I have never seen him pick up the operator. Actually, I've never seen him. Oh, never mind. He's not gonna opt for that operator anymore.
Did play, I think, in buying maybe one round. Or
Yeah,
maybe, or this matchup. I'm not sure. I think in the defensive half for
yeah, but
GSC.
he
Not sure,
won't
though.
actually pick the operator up. He's gonna opt for that Phantom. Right now, as we can see, a tech pause is coming out from GSC Headhunters due to a ping issue from them. But the comeback is real, Kirito. Like, it's happening.
It is very much real, and I think that I think it's very much possible that GSC might pull this off. I did say that I have my bets on them. They do have the momentum on their side, and they have pretty much figured out LRX from the last map, even in the late stages of the last half. It is still difficult though, as you said, the Sage utility is there, and we do see good utility usage coming out from Hermione as well. But I think the lack of a Sentinel is going to be sort of compensated by having a Killjoy. Sasuke, he's really providing for his teammate with his own utility. He isn't fragging, keep in mind. He isn't really fragging like the rest of his players, but he's providing the support with the Killjoy utility, watching those flanks, denying the bomb defusals, and having that turret as extra firepower. As we're going to start off this next 17th round. Yeah, it is the 17th round. As 8-8 the score, things are tied up. And I think GSC are trying to take control of this mid. We're gonna see
Experiment
drone
does
being
pick up
used
that
up.
operator though.
Yeah, Experiment did in the end go for the operator. He's not nowhere. He did use his ultimate last one, so he isn't as close as he was last round. As he needs all 6 ore points now. As GSC are rotating towards this B side, and ultimate being used by Elias, but he's gonna be taken out immediately by Hermione. The ultimate is cancelled, but they're still shooting towards this B side. We do see Lunatic still holding on Kitchen with his own Omen. Kyojin still watching the mid-range, and the bomb plant is trying to be cancelled, but Kyojin, the recon, Mog gets a frag but traded out by Lunatic, and right in front of him, as Lunatic gets another frag there onto Elias. NVS pulling out the Empress ult, 4v2. This is looking really difficult for GSC to win right now. Aesop is trying the best he can, but from the other side, Aesop gets one frag on the Lunatic from behind. Aesop gets another one, and he's dashing away, but he doesn't get the frag onto NVS, the 1v2, and he's so low on HP, Savage, 10 HP, but they're not on the bomb. Oh, the dash. If he got on a kill, that would have been really big. He spots NVS. He's trying to deny the bomb defusal. That is huge. Oh, but he baits him out. He's still gonna shoot.
There's no way punching this.
He denies
No way.
the bomb defusal. Is there time? There is no time. He saved the round. He saved the round.
How
What?
did he do that? Oh
What?
my god, Savage. Are you kidding me right now? What was that ult coming in from him? That was so ballsy. Like, you had
That
Envious
would have
just...
been the furthest things from my mind in that scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Envious just trying to hunt him down, and he had the balls to just go for that ult and refuse the spike diffusal coming in from Experiment 52. Oof, that was good. That was a good clutch coming in from him. And they just
Such a
got
great
the
round.
lead right now. They have the lead right now, and they can pursue that lead to make the gap a little bit more, as Mock is gonna get those leers out to entry over at the A side. They're gonna create a load of noise. The rotations are coming in. The flank is also coming in from Hermione and Kyojin.
Oh, in the
Also gonna be
smoke.
flanking.
Oh,
Ace
nice
smoke.
shot by
What a
Ace
shot.
Top.
What a shot coming in from him. Envious is very super low. Ilias takes down Hyojin as Mog is gonna take down Envious, but the flanks are coming in. They have no idea whatsoever. Hermione takes down Sasuke. They have some info right now, but they don't know about Kyojin. Hermione
no,
taking down
Hermione.
Ilias as well. But Aesop with the tap, taking him down. The trade is coming. It's a 1v2 situation for Kyojin right now. He's gonna get taken down. What was that peak coming in from Savage? What are you doing?
That was the
That
Ferrari
is-
peak I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that was really good coming in from Savage. He's now in his own mood after pulling that clutch off, and Aesop just carrying his team to victory as he got 21 kills and 14 deaths. What a performance coming out from him in this decider map.
I don't know how GSC are pulling this out of bag. That last the last match in Bind, my bad, sorry, it gave them so much momentum, and they're even being 8-4 in the first matchup, it was 8-4 in the first half of this match. They still had enough confidence to play so confidently and put their hope on these duelists to be able to get these frags. We're gonna see a really aggressive position being held. Aesop with the first frag onto NVS, cancelling out the Reyna utility. And oh, Aesop, another one onto Experiment 52. Jet diff, if I might say. The flank immediately. I mean, Kyojin was trying to go for a flank, but he's immediately gonna back off. Remember, this is sort of a save round. So more of a half buy, I have to say, because there is a Vandalin play from Lunatic. But it doesn't matter. Sasuke, the spray control takes him out. Savage with the frag into Hermione. And we're gonna see a flawless round as Kyojin has a revive. The Sheriff in hand, and he's oblivious that there's two players above him in the middle of that container, and 11-8 the score. And this is such a comeback run. I mean, this is such an impressive run coming from GSC. I have to give it to them. I might sound biased, but this is super impressive. I'm really happy to see how well they're playing, despite having like the whole world against them, losing that first map, having so many rounds lost consecutively in the first half of this match. They still have the belief, the faith in themselves, the faith in their strategies, the teammates, faith in Aesop to be more specific, who is fragging out of his mind to go and come back from this. And 11-8 the score. They're so close to the victory.
Lariox needs to win this round if they wish to win this match, because their economy is not looking strong. They have no momentum whatsoever. They need this round so badly. It's almost a do or die situation for them, because they have no money whatsoever to buy for the next round if they lose this round. And even if they win this round, if they lose players, they're gonna have a hard time buying those
Buying
those
players.
rifles and operators. But that's gonna be a long shot for them, as Aesop and his men are going into B side, but Monk is gonna get taken down by Experiment 52. The spam is gonna come in. As I was saying,
Oh,
there's no
no.
stage wall. You're gonna get spammed down. The ult comes in from Hermione, taking down Sasuke. Will he tag anyone else? No, he does not. It's a 5v3 situation in favor of LRX right now. Experiment 52 trying to look for that heal as Hermione takes down Savage. Ace up with the trade onto Hermione, though it's a 2v4. Can they pull this off though? LRX already lost one player. It's gonna be hard for their economy. They lose the second player.
30 seconds
Ilias just needs to play for those frags right now. He doesn't even need to win this round. If he can just play for those frags, he can just damage the economy so much that they wouldn't have any money going to the next round, and they would get the next round eventually, right? And then Elias trying to get that frag over onto Experiment 52, but he's gonna get taken down as he misses all of his shots.
We're gonna see LRX surviving that round by the skin of their teeth. That would have been their coffin in the nail, I have to say. The death sentence would have been signed because they'd have to play eco opens and match point. But right now we're gonna see they are able to afford a full buy. GSC do have more than enough money to go for buys for maybe 2 or 3 more rounds, even if they lose. But still, this could be a change of tide for LRX. Both teams are so heavily dependent on their momentum and confidence. This could even be a turnaround, who knows? As we see GSC trying to aggress towards this A side, the Recon's gonna discover a bunch of players. We're gonna see an aggressive Kyojin with the Sage. He's so close, but he's gonna have to fall back as the Leers come out from Mok. He's so aggressive, but the first frag onto Hermione, Kyojin a follow-up onto Mok. The duelists are down for the side of GSC. And as I said, don't underestimate LRX. Don't corner them while they're down. A shock dart's gonna miss. That could have been a really good shock dart, especially considering that Hermione was droning, but he does get a frag. That's gonna cost them quite a bit. 2v4. Elias finally getting a trade and finally getting a frag for his teammate. And oh, Savage, he's gonna get peppered from all sides. He's trying to get a frag, but Lunatic's gonna get a trade in. It's a 1v4. Elias again in this scenario. He's trying to get a frag. It was Envious who walks into the smoke, but Kyojin blind fires in his head. And 11-10 the score. LRX are still in this very much. And we're going to see buy coming out from GSC as well. But Aesop, he's going for the operator. This is the big factor of this matchup. If he can land frags with that op, if LRX don't take him out immediately, it's very much possible they're going to see match point. But they do have enough money, though, to play the match point with proper weapons, proper rifles and utilities. So it's these are very crucial states of the matchup.
Well, we are literally witnessing a counter comeback coming in from LRX, but Aesop is just gonna miss that recon and he's gonna get spotted out. He does have an op though, but I am against this op pick over the attacking side because they need the entry for now. Ooh. Even though he has his ult, I think he can spot out Hermione's head, but no, Hermione's gonna keep himself safe as Monk is gonna get that entry over at Kyojin. Sasuke takes him down, and Monk and his men are going in. Hermione with the trade over onto Monk. Aesop with that operator holding down a very close angle over at Pipes as Lunatic takes down Sasuke. It's a 4v3 situation in favor of LRX right now, making it a 2v4. Experiment 52 taking down Elias. That defusal is gonna come in as Envious is just gonna defuse that.
He gets
Savage. The ult is very late from Savage.
Aesop
as LRX just get that round. Aesop saving that up. That's huge for him. But I am still against this decision of taking this operator pick.
Well, it was a close round coming down indeed, but LRX have caught up again, winning 3 rounds in a row, 11-11. But look at this change of strats coming in. Kyojin finally doing what we thought he would do this whole match, walling off mid. And rightfully so. This time GSC are pushing mid. So they're going to be chokehold right now as they see the wall has been placed. Oh, that was so close. I almost thought he hit that shot there. But Hermione's going to stay alive for now. As we see a lot of utility being used in this mid region. The tube is out of the question because it is walled off from the hands of Kyojin. Mok still lurking into this A site along with Elias, who has the bomb. They're still near this A site. They're still really much really interested to push that A side, but damn, that was a good shot. Ace of a headshot onto Hermione with the operator.
I take my words back.
That's gonna isolate Envious in his backside. He does do a lot of damage onto Savage though. And he's still alive in his bed. They're planting despite him being the revive coming in for Hermione, but Mok gonna get another frag. They're actually stop canceling Hermione's ultimate. This man is going absolutely nuts with the operator. He's holding another angle. Kyojin gets a trade onto Elias though. Still at 4v3. Winnable. Oh my god, so many frags gonna go down.
Player
Oh,
standing.
he's not missing the shot. It is all onto Sasuke. So close. He's gonna try and deny the bomb plant with his utilities. The players are quite low though. If Experiment doesn't check this angle, he gets a headshot onto him. He still has some utilities left into him. He can try and deny this. Oh, but he's only 9 HP. And they get the kill onto him. How have LRX won that? And it is match point for them 11-12. I do not believe how they won that round. Aesop getting so many valuable frags. But it was Experiment 52 and Kyojin along with Lunatic as well. They dropped all those players once the kill feed absolutely lit up. And Aesop also missed a shot or two back there. Despite it was a really good attempt from GSC. Right now we're gonna see match point for LRX. 12-11 the score. If LRX win this, I'm gonna feel really bad for GSC, not gonna lie. They have shown so much promise and such a comeback. It's gonna be really tough to handle if they lose this match. Let's see what's gonna
Hey,
happen.
Hermione picking up that operator, that's very surprising for me. Is Sova playing the op, even though they have a jet on their team. Never mind, Lunatic is gonna pick up an operator as well. They're setting up 2 operators, and not one of them is Experiment 52. They're gonna leave
there's
the A
only
side
one op.
alone.
There's only one op in play, right?
No, he had that op, he just switched it out for the right.
Oh, okay.
Hermione though,
Hermione.
making use of that op, taking Sasuke down the lurker. Mock is gonna pop that ult off after getting the NP onto Envious. The A side is open, the plant is coming down, and they have to retake the whole side once again, as they have done in the last round. Aesop though, misses his
Missing
shot
that
again.
shot.
Experiment 52 on the frag onto Elias. The trades come in. Savage with another one onto Kyojin. It's a 3v2 situation in favor of JC right now. Hermione
player standing.
and Lunatic has to retake 2v1 for Hermione right now.
Oh,
But
but
frag,
Mock,
but the trade
what is
instantly
this
comes
match?
in from Mock. This is going down to the wire as we move on to the first overtime. What is
Make it
happening,
stop.
Kirito?
Make it stop. I cannot handle this intensity right now. We're going to OT. Mock and Aesop, such good performance. They're just getting those frags left and right. Good team play though coming out from Elias and Savage too. Sasuke also using that utility really well. On the side of LRX, we're seeing Hermione. Such a good Sova as well. I mean, he's using the utility and getting frags. Sprint 52, Envious, all the other players are performing. I mean, they aren't going as crazy as some of the top fraggers, but they're still getting those frags when they need to. The crucial frags, the ones that matter, and providing support to the team. So, I mean, this is anyone's game right now. I did say that GSC might take this, but after seeing LRX, I mean, they won 1 round and they took 4 in a row after that. That is how much momentum helps. And right now, LRX making a big call in this first OT. All 4 players are going to be holding in this B side, but that is where we see the push coming in from GSC. Sorry, GSC are holding this side. Aesop with a clean shot on Hermione as Mock is gonna aggress into that smoke, but he's gonna fall back right before. Shock darts coming in from Savage, not doing much damage at all, as they're gonna have to back off. There is still a player lurking for LRX. It is Lunatic who's trying to aggress into B side as the rotations are gonna come in. They're trying to go to aid, but there is some Killjoy utility available there for Sasuke, who's still holding the side as well. So it's gonna be easier said than done to take that side as the rotations are coming in from the defensive side of GSC as well. We're gonna be seeing Savage. He's gonna possibly go towards mid to take a peek. There is a bot there placed which will detect any player trying to push mid, but he's gonna still have a little peak mental satisfaction, you know, as the wall's gonna come out, but he's gonna use the Killjoy utilities to deny the bomb plant while still gonna go down. And oh, this is not giving them any rest at all as the players of GSC are here. The bomb plant is gonna go down, but Mock is above the wall and he gets a final kill. NPS is standing right there, but there's nothing he can do about it. Aesop, he's gonna get a triple kill. Mock breaking the wall. Do you see how cool that looks? He's gonna break in the wall. NPS has nothing to do. And GSC are on fire right now. That's gonna be such a big momentum boost. So they're on map point right now. And match point, they're gonna eliminate LRX, one of the biggest teams right now, to stay in this PowerUp Series 5 Invitationals. And this could easily be one of the best matches by far. Combined with the Amateur Cup, by the way.
The fact that they got a flawless round on an overtime is just crazy. They didn't lose one single player on their side. Monk and Aesop just cleaning it up for his team, for their team, just getting those frags in, getting the retake in after having that man advantage. What a round coming in from them. But now we can see a tech pass coming in from GSC Headhunters.
I mean,
But
this is such a close round. I think GSC are having some technical issues. Obviously, technical issues aren't unavoidable, but they just want to play with the best they can, not have any issues whatsoever. Um,
yeah,
it's just such an intense matchup. I don't really know what I'm saying.
exactly. Aesop is just proving to his team that he is
Such an asset.
is such an asset, and like he's one of the best Jets in this country, and he's proving it tonight. He was the match MVP last time around, and now he's got 32 kills as well. No one can match that in this lobby right now. Not even Experiment 52, not even his own teammate Mock. He's just going in there, getting those frags with the operator, with those rifles, whatever you throw at him, he's gonna take you down.
And he's not missing his shots either, man. I mean, Mach 2, even though he's sort of late, didn't really pop off like Ace Up immediately. Mach still is now providing for his teammate, getting those flashes and getting those frags to clutching out rounds as well. So, I mean, this combo is really working for GSC. Now, all the other members have to do is allow them to get those frags, set up those site takes, push the players out of those comfort zones, push the players out of those angles, and let them get those easy kills so they can take the site easily. Instead of LRX, I have to say, Experiment 52 and Hermione playing really well. Kyojin, wall isn't really affecting GSC as much as I thought it would. Because the wall should be such a big resistance coming out of Sage. So also the revive. But so far, I'm not seeing them having much trouble. I mean, we saw last round Mob just threw that wall to curve Envious. And speaking of Envious, he isn't fragging that well either. Envious is one of the key fraggers of LRX, in my opinion. And they really need him on his form right now, considering how well Aesop and Mock are playing. I think I mean, it is too late right now, but still, a heroic clutch isn't impossible coming out of him. Let's see what happens, but I think we really need some better performance coming out of Envious and Lunatic. If not in this match, probably in the future, because we do see how heavily dependent they are on him. They're barely staying alive in this matchup against GSC with the players they have. If they had Envious, I don't think it would have been that hard. So let's just see what happens. I mean, I just want to see this final round, hopefully final round. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Let's see. So who's going to take are we going to see GSC taking the win, or LRX are just going to keep extending this matchup?
Envious really needs to step up, as you said, like even if it's so late in the map, if he can step up and do the things that his team needs him to do, they can get out of the situation and go to the second overtime. This match will continue to grow and grow until one team comes out on top. We can now see a split coming in from GSC Headhunters.
Oh, look at this positioning from LRX.
Not their usual.
Oh my god, LRX. What are they doing?
Kyojin and Envious has got a magic trick up their sleeve as they got onto that elevated
Mock, what are you doing?
But Mock with that
He
dismiss.
got stuck in the barrel.
Exactly, the barrel just was an obstacle to his dismissal, and now they've got the spike down. Envious made the call to his teammates. They're now rotating over to the spike as Sasuke trying to get that alarm bot down over at mid gets taken down. Savage now in a very tough situation as he has to hope this 1v3 clutch, but it's not gonna happen as LRX takes round number 2 of overtime 1.
Overtime.
As we move on to overtime 2, this match is just extending as it seems.
I don't know, man. LRX was still somehow managing to keep themselves alive in this. And GSC, I mean, I think there should have been much noise cue for the side of Mock and Elias to know that they are rushing from that belt region on the right side. But it was an interesting strategy coming out of LRX. It definitely caught GSC off guard, and that gave them the round. So props to them, but it is still far from over. We're only going into the second overtime. could be more as we see LRX trying to execute this side, the wall, but there is some killjoy utility to provide resistance, which is going to be immediately used by NVS with the first strike, Kyojin with the second on the Sasuke. LRX with the trade, but immediately killed by
One enemy
NVS.
remaining.
Hermione getting the one more frag, and it is a 1v4 on to Savage. Sova, he is Rafters, they haven't
planted.
seen him yet. He's in a really precarious position. As Kyojin spots him a headshot clean, though, not taking 1 ounce of damage. And a clean shot onto Lunatic. He's gonna send in a recon. The recon will give away his position, but he's gonna dodge it. See Hermione. Oh, he will be detected in, but oh, we can see NVS holding a position, but a flick. Oh, that was so close. And we see LRX. That was a really close round coming out from Savage. He could have
Switching
possibly
sides.
taken the win. Who knows? But we're gonna see LRX taking the lead this time, and they're on the defensive hub, so they have the advantage going into this next round. And this could be the momentum boost also LRX need. Both teams, as I said, are dependent on confidence and momentum. They need to have boost in their blood to keep going and to play aggressively, get those peaks, win those 1v1s, use the utility properly. A lot of pressure onto JSC right now to stay in this fight. And if they lose, as I said again, I'm gonna feel really bad. This you don't see these kinds of comebacks every day.
Yeah, they have come such a long way from being down 8-4, then going up
Second OT
10
now.
rounds. Exactly. They're now in the second OT and they're down 1 round. They need this round. It's a do or die situation for them. They need this round so badly. As we can see, Mog just standing still over at A Rafters, while Aesop is gonna go over to that B long position, trying to lurk up over there, trying to get some info. I think he does have some info that there's no one.
This
Nope,
could be
there's a
huge.
yellow. There's no one contesting B right now. Only Lunatic holding a very long angle, and he's gonna take Aesop down. What a crucial frag! Their main duelist is down. GSC Headhunters, they need to attack with only Mock right now. Mock needs to step up for his team right now. He needs to get that entry. He needs to go over aggressive. He needs to get those frags. He needs to have that man advantage thrown into his side.
Oh,
and
no,
the spam
the
is gonna come
timing.
out.
B.
Experiment 52. That frag onto
That's the
Lion.
30
the trade,
seconds
though.
left.
Fusing that spike plan.
Last player
But-
standing.
Oh,
The
no.
pits are gonna come
All
in,
falling
Kyojin
apart.
and Lunatic with one
It's
for
all
themselves,
falling
and
apart.
Envious
Defenders
just
win.
cleaning it up as LRX take map number T and take the series for themselves. What a match, Greta. What a
I
match.
will not forget this match anytime soon. And well played to GSC. Let's not look down on them, because that was a comeback I think almost no one will be able to pull off. It's gonna be really difficult to be in that mental state, to have that thought in your mind that, oh, we're not winning this, we're so far behind, to come back to that, take it to overtime, having such a close match. Well played to GSC and Aesop and Mock. They performed really well. Aesop, 32 kills, man. He's just popped off the end there. But it was LRX who played way more smartly. They sort of calmed their nerves. They took that technical time out to their advantage, had some plans. They calmed themselves down and came up with counters with GSC we're not really expecting. So we're gonna see the victor come out. It is LRX Esports with a 15-13 win in this last map. And I've had a day now. It has been a long day, so it's gonna be. That's it. Gonna be. That's all. I can't even talk. Faxer, please finish it up. I can't even talk.
That's all the matches for today, guys. As we move on to the second round of this Invitational Cup Series 5. That's it for today, guys. See you next time.